John Neon Knox was a race car driver. His family was murdered for a race he was destined to lose, but chose to win. Now, he is searching for the metal shadow in the moonless night to find a faceless killer and a reason to live.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to Season 1, Episode 1, the pilot for the FGC podcast. This week we are focusing on the Netherrealm community. And ladies and gentlemen, may I just say it is a pleasure to have you guys here. I'm going to switch over to this one. Even though the screen is kind of messed up, that's fine. But look, guys, pleasure to have you here. I'm not even 20 minutes late. I made a tweet. Shut up. Anyhow, I got a treat for you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be interviewing the infamous man himself, Coldfgc, right? Known throughout the NRS community, DDoSing, hacking, you name it. We're gonna get a little more insight into his lifestyle, how he lives, why he does what he does. I got with me Thefightfactory, TFF Neb, and Midtierluci, owner of the Shadow Society. All right. I'm just excited. I'm excited to hop right into it. Let's jump right into it. I'm gonna get over to the podcast screen right now. Hope y'all are just as excited as I am. All right. It's gonna be fantastic. Gentlemen, what is up? How's it going? We're here on the podcast screen.
What?
Yo, what's up? Y'all want to do your introductions? I kind of did a little bit, but I want everyone to know what you guys do. So what do you do from your perspectives? What's up?
Who want to go first?
Yeah.
Chicago, Chi-Town.
Alright, so
Chi-Town.
I am the mayor of Mid-Tier, Dr. Doom's evil doppelganger, your drunk favorite commentator on Twitch. Zero fucking Lucy representing Royal Tribe. What's going on, everybody?
What's up? Nice to have you here. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation to come on here and, just hash it out with everyone here. Just talk.
I appreciate you having me here, man. Like, support the little guys. Support small streamers.
For sure. And then, I guess we'll go right next to. We'll take the best for last. Let's go right next to Suka and Neb. Now, you guys host Fight Factory, right? You guys run your own exhibitions.
I'm Neb. I am Neb.
I'm Neb. I'm the one who's never seen. I'm the less important of the two.
Oh, please.
Oh, come on.
So the Fight Factory is a fight organization down in Florida, Tampa, Florida, and we pivoted to the offline platform once the pandemic hit, and we are just,
Online.
All right, the online platform once the pandemic hit, and we are just counting down the days to get back offline. But it's been cool.
Yeah, we started as an offline tournament.
And the thing that the Fight Factory does is we are that stepping stone between your local and your regional, right? Like we're that place where you don't have to be the best, but you can also be really fucking good and still be challenged at our events. And our events are very interesting because they're all exclusive. We cap at 24 people no matter what. Whether we're online or offline, 24 is our cap. And, and we were doing some really big things before the pandemic hit. And then luckily, we got our feet wet with the online stuff and just took off from there. So, moving into 2021, what we're going to be focusing on is being able to commit more to the community online as much as we did offline. So
that's awesome. That's very noble of you. Not a lot of people are, as committed as you two. I know you guys do a lot in the community. It's nice to see that, we're not alone out here. We're all part of, something that we love to do, and we should all, treat each other like that.
One big family.
With that being said, Cold, how you doing, man? It's good to have you here. I want to hear about you. What do you do on your free time, bro? Like, introduce us to you, because all we know is Coldfgc. I want to know the man behind the name. All right, we all do. We all want to get to know you, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me on this podcast. To start it off, I don't really do much in my free time. I literally just play MK11 all day. I don't have much else to do. I provide for my family. So people make me out to be a monster. It's not really that. You guys can treat me how you will, think of me how you will. But, behind closed doors, I'm just a totally different person. So overall, I'm pretty chill once you get to know me.
All right. You said you got a family. How old
Not of
are
my
you,
own.
man?
Not of my own.
Oh, not of your own.
For my family.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
around my
That's cool. All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, you said in your free time you play a lot of MK. You do a lot of things. How did you get into I'm kind of like jumping out with the big questions here. How did you kind of get into DDoSing and like I guess I don't know, stuff like that, man?
I want to know, how the fuck did you learn that shit? Because it's not just like, hey, I want to DDoS and fuck up this guy. How did you die? You know what I'm saying? It's not like DDoS for dummies and shit.
So the way it started, whenever I was younger, I would always get DDoS off COD. So like Black Ops 2 Combat League or Black Ops 2 League. I don't know if you guys know about that.
Right.
Old school. So I looked it up. Learned, I'm a person that learns a lot. I read books. I intake as much knowledge as I can, and just take from that and use my resources. And so, comes MK11, I just decided, just to use it and go all out. And someone actually influenced me. His name was Temp201182. So I don't know if you guys know him, but he would mess with Sikander a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that guy. So,
All right.
I sort of, just took it from him.
Huh.
So
I guess
he was
the big
your
question I
son
have is
into it.
okay, so I know nothing about DDoSing, right? Like I know nothing about it, and I just like to play video games, right? Like that's just my and so I guess my question is what thrill is there? Because the only thing I know about you is that I see a lot of posts on our Twitter feed about how you're such a fucking scumbag, but you're saying that you're not, and I'm cool with that. I'm open. I'm here. I'm ready for. But I guess the thing is why are you doing it? And is it just is it to be funny, or is there a specific motive behind it? Is there a troll movement that I don't know about?
Oh, yeah.
Is there like a movement that I mean, because maybe I want to be a part of it. I don't know.
I mean, I think you already are.
I'm part of the troll movement.
Yeah, you play Rambo.
I do play Rambo. Yeah, I'm a Claymore. I'm mix your shit. So no, I want to know what's the thrill of it? Like, where does it come from?
It's not really a movement or anything. I just, of course, it's the thrill. Get the reactions. But it's just more like, you piss me off, of course I'm gonna do something. I just don't let things go.
What
pisses
you? Like, what would piss you off? Like, what would be something that, like, oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna DDoS.
You just made the list, kind of shit.
Asking too many questions. Got your ass.
I'm gonna wake up with $6 in my fucking bank account. I'm gonna know where to go. I'm gonna know exactly. But like, no, I'm dead. I really want to know, like, what is something that would be like, oh, I'm gonna kick this guy offline and fuck with him. Like, what does that look like?
It's more like beef with players I already had it even before I started doing this thing, and it still like carries over. So of course, I carry grudges with players. Other stuff that like if I'm playing with friendlies, I'm not doing anything wrong. This motherfucker teabags me, like just propping off the wins. I'm just chilling. Of course, that's gonna set me off.
That's what does it for you. You are in the wrong game. I think there's.
I'm just trying to play friendly, bro.
No, but I think there's something wrong if I don't get teabagged. I'm like, what did I do wrong? Because it's everybody. Everybody does it.
Oh yeah.
I would be DDoSing motherfuckers left and right. I would have no time to play the game.
There'd be nobody left.
And of course, it's like an anger issue type of thing. So
that was gonna be my next question. That was definitely gonna be my next question. Was like, do you think that you have like anger issues? Because like,
oh, definitely.
Because it's like one of those type of things, right? You're obviously playing a competitive game. There's gonna be a winner. There's gonna be a loser. And like with any type of competitive anything, like I grew up playing basketball, right? So like you can't take the guy that's on the other team talking shit while you shooting a free throw or whatever, like super fucking serious. Like I'm not gonna go slash your fucking tires after the game because you said that I shoot like a bitch or something like that. So like, how does the two correlate? Like what brings you back? What keeps you playing Mortal Kombat knowing that you have anger issues and there's people that's going to be toxic? It's people that's out here that's going to be detrimental to your immediate happiness.
I just I like getting angry. I love the toxicity. It's just something that thrills me.
Really?
Yeah, it powers me up, actually.
Okay.
You don't, but do you? So like, you feel powerful? I'm
don't feel
asking.
powerful.
This is like
I ain't invincible.
Is it like
there has to be some power behind that. If you're gonna fuck with somebody like that, there has to be some power thing behind it.
Yeah.
Because you're stopping them from enjoying themselves. Like that's a power
an
thing.
inferiority complex almost. Like, I don't want to like talk shit or anything like that. Like that, I'm not here to do that. I'm here to get to know you, because I have anger issues too. You see me fucking break my controller.
You used to hate me, dude. You used to hate me.
I never used to hate you. I just I hated the shit that you did, and it's kind of shitty. But like,
But you're cool with me, dude.
I'm cool with everyone. I want to be cool with everyone. I'm the peacekeeper now. I like, well, to an extent. Anyhow, like. It's like this, right? Like why would you, if someone fucking teabagged you in a game, do you think that warrants you enough to fucking knock out their internet and just like ruin their night? Like, do you think like that's cool, man? Like I don't think it's that much.
I think at that point he don't give a fuck. It's like fuck you.
Yeah,
go read a book.
So that. So the thing is, like, I got like 20 account bans from NRS, 2 PS4 bans.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm on my 3rd PS4.
Fuck.
Yeah, they're not banning me anytime soon. And I'll keep coming back. So.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like at the same time.
Okay, I got.
Go ahead.
I've got more. I got so many fucking questions here.
Go ahead.
So my next question is like, do you feel like you would have a better fucking time not being like so aggressive with people and DDoSing them, and instead like making actual friends. Because like we've made a shit ton of friends doing the Fight Factory online. We didn't have to DDoS not one person to get there. Like
No.
it was actually the opposite. Had we DDoS, we would be like, fuck these guys. We're not fucking with the Fight Factory anymore,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like, I'm assuming that you don't do locals. Because if you did this and then went to locals, I mean, you probably catch hands. So I'm assuming you don't do locals, right?
Yeah, I don't do locals. No.
Yeah, I figure. And so if you,
Plot twist, he can really fucking box in real life though. So like, he's running crazy.
Oh, could you imagine?
6'6", 250 pounds of pure muscle.
could you imagine that Cold offline is like Vin fucking Diesel? Could you imagine that? Like, if he was
Man,
like,
Vin Diesel
not,
is more,
but-
more like Booker T,
Oh.
probably. Like, what? I could see it. I could see
I
you
don't
not
get the
doing
thrill of
locals
it. I was
without
hoping to
all the
get
shit
more
that
out of
you've
this,
done,
and
like-
I don't think I'm getting it. I was
Well,
so
I-
excited to interview him because I was like, ooh, this is gonna be like, we're gonna
Yeah,
get to
and,
like
you know,
the fucking
the thing is that people,
philosophy of it. There's
Oh.
no philosophy behind it. You're just
He's just
doing
doing
it.
it.
Okay. I think the reason that you're not getting it is because you might be like lawful neutral, whereas he might be like chaotic evil. So like if you're not on the evil end of the spectrum, like you don't really fully comprehend the reasoning or the motive or what would make him get up and want to do some shit like that.
like the Joker.
Right. So like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like
it's the Joker.
He just
I'm
wants
like-
to see some
Why
shit
so
burn.
serious? Yeah.
I'm like chaotic neutral, right? So like I'm inherently not a good person, but I'm not a bad person either. So like I'm a natural contrarian as well. So I can justify and see why, oh, well, I had a fucked up day and this like just set me over the top, so fuck you. But in the same instance, like I also understand like, oh shit, bro, this is like fed time that you fucking with. So like, you know, chill. You know what I'm saying?
Do you not you've got no interest in like being accepted online like by other people and making online friends. You've got no interest in that at all, right?
I mean, I already have some online friends that have been messing with me, you know, even before I did this. So, I mean,
Okay, I see.
everyone's
You're
chill
set.
with me. Yeah. I mean, if I make some, yeah, that's you know that's where it goes. What else? You know, even when I go to like the Twitch chat,
All
Nice.
this nice talk to avoid
Uh,
DDoSing.
Yeah. I like.
I don't think I'm being nice.
No,
We're all being real.
And
right
this whole
now.
interview was a waste of my fucking time, to be honest. I was hoping for some real meat to these bones, but it's just a guy doing some shit that is who cares?
I
Like
mean,
this isn't
it's like this, right? I
but
don't-
no, like,
All right, go ahead.
whenever it really gets to it, like I do it for like hours and hours. So
Why? But why? What?
Great.
Like, why?
You're just,
why?
because he's a dick. Like
I
that's the whole thing. Like,
Well,
I mean, you gotta
because
own
he's a
it. Like
dick.
he's just a dick. Like,
There's gotta be.
my
there's
question would
gotta
be, like-
more to it.
it's not. You
It's
just
just
fucking
like-
not. There's nothing fucking else to it. That's it. The whole
Okay,
thing.
but do you okay, but my question to you, Suka, is like, do you not understand the thrill behind being a dick sometimes?
No,
like-
I don't think I would ever get it. I don't think. Now listen.
you're just being too nice.
That's what I'm
here's-
talking about, the lawful neutral. Like, you're just a genuinely nice person. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Under normal circumstances.
I don't know,
Whereas
this is
with
a
me,
dick.
I wake up sometimes and I just be like, you know what?
Fuck it. Yeah.
Everybody.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like, you can say, like, I don't have the capabilities to DDoS or whatever the case may be. But like,
It
I
just-
have a sharp fucking tongue and I have quick wit. So like, I would talk about you to the point that you are ready to like fucking just do the worst thing possible, whether to
I
me
don't
or
know,
yourself.
Yeah, dude, I go all
You
out.
know what I'm saying? So like, I get it, even though I don't, because I'm still trying to be a part of
You
like
get
the
it.
FTC, so I wouldn't do anything detrimental to fuck up my position. But in the
Mhm.
same instance where he's at with it, it's like, oh, I got people in real life. I don't give a fuck about people online. Fuck people on Twitter. Don't like me. I don't care. I don't fucking go to locals. I can play casually all day, every day. I'm not trying to compete. I'm not trying to make money off of fucking being a player. So why not fuck up your day? Because I know that you're trying so fucking hard and I'm in a bad mood. So fuck you. It's just your bad luck for coming across. That's what it comes
really
to.
is just that.
It's
It
just
really
trash.
is just that. But like,
It's
trash.
I wanted to ask this question, right? Like, you go online, you do all this shit to all these different people, whatever, bro. Like, that's cool. But like, at that point,
Not cool. It's the opposite of cool. If you
it's
were to
the
ask
opposite.
me.
No, it's the opposite of cool, for sure. Like, that's a fucking dickhead thing. But like, it's whatever. Because, like, we can't stop him. He's just gonna make another fucking account. He's still got access to all his programs. He's got all these people's IPs that he can pull because he's been in their streams and shit. It's just like, why, at that point, why do you even play the game? You got all this other shit on hand. You could just do it. But, like,
It's
you know,
power.
do
I
it
really
constantly.
honestly just think it's about the power of it.
Like why do you play this game?
It's just fucked up.
Why do you interact with the community in
thing.
this way? And like, why haven't you really like tried to build anything? Like, with all this other shit you could be doing, like,
Wait. Can I jump in?
Yeah,
Because
go ahead.
the
Go ahead.
natural contrarian in me is like trying to be like a defense attorney and shit
Yeah.
for Cole.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let him talk in a minute because like I feel like I've been talking over him and
Good
shit.
luck.
But like I remember it was a time when I first jumped into the scene and everything, and I started actually interacting with a lot of people in the Mortal Kombat FGC. That was like, oh, Cole is a dick. Oh, he did not fucked up my stream. By the way, you fucked up one of the goddamn streams I was fucking watching. I was kind of pissed off at you about it. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Like, I was really into that goddamn stream and you fucked it up. I'm kind of mad about that. But I'll get back to that in a minute. But like, in the same instance, it was a time where I've heard like, oh, like it was a lot of people that was calling for him to be canceled.
Right.
And it was like,
There's still people calling to be canceled.
it's still a lot of people that's calling for him to be canceled. But in the same instance, it was like, oh, Cold, he used to fucking DDoS people. He's cool as fuck. Or, oh, that was the old him. He's cooled out on all of that other shit. He not on that no more. I remember that it was a good couple of months. I want to say like at least a 2 to 3 month span where it was people that was actually coming to his defense and was like, he ain't on that no more. Get off of that. He's turned over a new leaf. He's trying to be better. So like, I think that it's reputation overweighing the actual actions that's happening right now. I also don't think that he's the only person in the FGC that is fucking DDoSing shit. It's just that his name is so synonymous with DDoSing that
It just works.
anytime anything
Yeah.
fucking happens, oh, Cole did that shit. And this man
Yeah.
could be taking a fucking nap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, even look at his
I mean, it
Twitter,
doesn't
it's just
matter,
DDoS
but that's-
FGC. Like, he's the pillar
No.
of it. I don't know. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we
you're
gotta stop.
right.
This has,
There
you
is
gotta-
other
this has to
people.
stop.
There's other people doing it too. You guys just don't know it.
I don't
And I
give a
know
fuck.
that.
Like that's the thing. Is like,
You can't justify.
who
by saying
cares
that.
if another person?
Yeah.
I'm talking about you. You're the one that's notorious for doing it. It's like the answer is like it wasn't this big awesome revelation. It was just like I get pissed, so I DDoS people.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to stop doing it because I don't do offlines. I've already got my friends that I want online. I'm not going to DDoS them. Fight Factory, you're next, bitch. Like that's all. That's all I got from this conversation. This was like honestly, like this was such a disappointing interview because I thought there was going to be some like real meat to these bones, and I'm not seeing it, man. I'm glad that Zero's here trying to be the defense attorney on this murder case, but this man is lethal injection. Is dead on arrival, man.
I don't know. I think there might be more to it. He just doesn't want to talk to us about. But like,
I mean, there is more to it. I wouldn't feel
then
comfortable
tell us,
saying.
man. Just tell us. Like, it's an open space here. You're not gonna like. We're chill, dog. Like, we want to
Okay.
get to know you. We want to get to know the
So,
real
wait,
you.
wait,
We
wait,
don't
wait,
wanna
wait.
know this online personality, bro.
I want to know the real him as well, but as his attorney,
As
dry
attorney?
snitching is a thing. So like, you know, granted, what you're doing and you're DDoSing and everything like that, and you already are known as the person that DDoS in the fucking FGC. Like, it's very much so common knowledge that that shit is a federal crime. So like, I don't want you to be doing like a DJ Vlad interview type shit where you over here like, yeah, I went around the corner and I shot the guy over here and I hit the gun over here, and then you're trying to figure out why the fuck the police are coming to pick you up. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So like, I want to know because I'm curious. I want to know because this shit is interesting to me. But in the same instance, I would be a fucked up human being to be like, you're doing fuck shit, so I hope fuck shit happens to you.
Yeah.
No,
You
right,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
And at no point am I wishing anything like that to happen. I just want to know because it's like, why does he do this shit? Like, who would go out of their way to ruin streams full of hundreds of people watching and having a good time?
Okay.
Just for fucking shits and giggles, like, you know,
So,
like I understand
frustrating, man.
it's a cool entertainment factor. I would know because I played Rust and like Gary's Mod and a couple other different games, and I griefed just like that too. I didn't like DDoS or anything though. I just would blow up people's houses and shit. But like, you know, I get that on a small level, but like on a large level that you're doing, Cold, like just shutting down streams of thousands of people. Back when the Prince Pathrakoths were a thing, you shut down that invitational. You shut down Nips and CGL's invitationals. Like,
I mean,
for what reason? Just 'cause
yeah, I
you're
mean,
bored?
it's just like, no, it's not just that. I just like,
It's-
you know, I like the power. I like the feeling. You know, it makes me feel more
Thank you.
alive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted you to do was admit that you do it because it makes you feel powerful. I've taken a couple psychology classes. I know what the fuck this is.
But like, here's the thing, right? Is I've seen your gameplay, Cold. Like, you're not a bad player, dog. You got skill, but you still just do this DDoS shit, dog. Like, has the thought of like ever, I guess like say building a brand or like competing, taking tournaments, making like friends offline or anything like that, has that ever appealed to you in any way, sense, or fashion, other than like, you know, just maintaining this facade and shit on the internet? Like, I don't get it, man. I kind of
Yeah.
get it, but like I kind of don't.
Yeah, actually, you know, I tried stopping at one point, you know, trying to turn the tables around. But then like the next day or the next week, I'm like, damn, I gotta do it again. It's almost like a drug, you know.
It's funny. It's fun for you.
Yeah, it's fun. I can't stop. You know, I can't stop doing it. It's like the thrill. I like it. You know, go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck.
That was gonna be one of my-
Because you'll never see because you'll never see us in real life. It'll never be something you really have to deal with, you know. In my
Yeah,
opinion,
of
you're never
course.
gonna have to deal with any of this. It's just
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
you're totally comfortable with like most players not liking you. That's cool with you for whatever reason. And I don't know about your gameplay. The clips that I've seen, your gameplay is okay, but I've got to have to trust Papa Cap on that. But I guess the other thing is that if I couldn't play MK11, I would, you know, that would be my thing to get involved. I just feel, I don't know. I just, it just seems like a silly fucking thing to do. And I was hoping that it was like something, I was hoping that it was something cooler.
That was gonna be one of my questions as well. As far as like, I'm looking at the chat and everything else that's happening now, and Black Jesus was asking like, do you never care to come to a major? And like, I was curious as to you saying that you play MK11 a lot, and I know a lot of people that play MK11 a lot, and some of them are just complete downright fucking trash. Like, there's no other way around it. I've never seen any of your gameplay, so I was gonna ask you like, do you consider yourself a good player? And then the second question to that was like, if he did come to a major, let's say he pulled up to an offline event in the Fight Factory for whatever reason, for, you know what I'm saying, just to kick it or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Has he ever did a face reveal? Like, do we even know what the fuck this kid looks like? Like, he can literally just walk into any fucking environment and nobody will fucking know who the fuck he is. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I have my face on my profile picture for
Okay.
numerous times. I mean, I can
Okay.
drop the picture right now.
If
I
you'd
don't care.
like, I mean, yeah, it's totally up to you, man. If you're comfortable with it, that's fine. But like, I've I don't know, like, expanding on that question, like, would you? I went to Evo for the first time back in 2019, and it was the time of my life. Like, I loved going to the major. I loved competing. I met some people, but like, I didn't have any friends in the community at that time, so I was kind of, you know, I felt a little bit alone. But like, aside from that, the experience overall was just fun. It not just for like the competing. It was like the atmosphere and like just everyone, like all the fans coming together kind of thing. But like,
Yeah.
if people knew who you were, and if you wanted to go and do that just for the experience, would you be like afraid of what would come next because of what you do on the internet, bro? Like, that's what I
No.
want to know.
Because I you know, I kill my tracks. I stay as anonymous as possible. So like, I remain like under like closed doors, stuff like that. If you want to take it like that. So
Right.
you know, I don't go in without a plan. I think about what it is, execute it, take all the tracks away, and just go from there. And just to remain mostly anonymous.
Have you ever been worried you're actually gonna go to like prison? Because DDoSing's like a federal crime, and have you ever just wondered like, oh shit, what if I'm being tracked when I'm doing this shit?
Somebody fact check that. No, can someone fact check
It is
that?
a federal crime.
Jamie.
There's
But
no
with
way
what
that's
I
a
have-
crime.
It's a federal crime. It is a federal crime.
Is it federal crime?
You don't
A federal crime.
Oh, what's up with the homie hijinks? It's a federal crime?
Up to 7 years in prison. Yep, federal prison.
There's no fucking way. That's crazy.
You want to join?
That's
It
literally
depends-
personal info that he's
Unbelievable.
taking and shutting down. Like, and
I
And
can't-
it decides to take.
Wait, here we go.
other
DDoS attacks
shit
are
with the
illegal.
information.
It's right here. It's right here. DDoS attacks are illegal under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. Starting a DDoS attack against a network without permission is going to cost you up to 10 years in prison to a $500,000 fine. Is reason to track a DDoS. Oh, to track down DDoS is so fucking ridiculous that it's why bother with one fucking dude doing a thing.
exactly.
Yeah, it's spoofed, so you can never.
Yeah, this interview was like super bummer.
Yeah, you could have been eating
This was not interesting, and it was just a dude doing a dude thing. Like it's literally the end of it. It's like, oh, why do you do it? I don't know. I'm a dude. That
What
does
you
it.
expect to be like kind of super villain?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that you are villainous.
Like a
I think that this
rant.
is a fair thing to say. No, that's a fair thing to say. You've
Yeah.
earned that villainous. I mean, if you're gonna own it, own it. I mean, it's a villainous thing to do in the community. Like, oh,
Yeah.
all of these people are having a great time, that I'm.
Hey,
I
and
don't-
then there's like other people like let's see Breezy. This guy's always on my nuts. He wants me to get fucking stopped by the cops or something. FBI.
I think I would too.
Well, I
if
mean,
you
you
stepped
gotta
on my
think about it,
doors.
dude. You gotta think about it. Like the shit that you're fucking doing, right? If it's bread on the line, like, and you shut some shit down,
Dude,
like
I
you don't
make
know
money
what the
from
next
this.
person is going through. You know what I'm saying? So like the next person could be counting on that fucking little $75 or whatever the case may be for coming in third in a tournament, and like you just fucked everything up for their weekend and shit like that. So like on that end,
'Cause I
of the
also think it's a
spectrum,
thing that-
understand you're a dick, you know what I'm saying? But
The
like,
more I
get
talk
where
about
you're
it, the more I talk about it, the more I forget about it. Because here's the thing: like, we put so much effort into our events. It takes so much fucking time and effort. It really does. I mean, my entire fucking week leads up to a 50-50 Friday. I mean, let
And
alone.
I understand. I definitely get where you're coming
Let
from
al-
too,
yeah.
since I've been doing my exhibitions. Yeah.
I mean, like tracking down players, making sure people show up on time, making sure that it's a quality product so people don't. Because, you are only as good online as your last shitty event. I don't
Yep.
think the Fight Factory will ever live down the 3v3. It was that bad. Like the 3v3 was so bad that's the only thing I think about. It really is. That's all I think about is how my future events will never. Because the Fight Factory likes to push the envelope and do new things. We just dropped the
Yeah,
ball with the
100%.
3v3. That's what we did. I own it.
Yeah.
Like, if you came into my channel and you shut my shit down, which I'm sure is coming now. Like, I'm sure.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do
Oh,
that.
never
You're
say
pretty
never.
cool.
I saw that on the back of a minivan once. There was a sticker that said "Never say never say never." So
Well,
I'm just.
Look at the humble flex, because like you got to think. I can only wish that I could be as big as like some of you guys, so that I can actually get enough attention to be worthy of a DDoS attack. Like nobody's gonna fucking shut down a goddamn stream of like 15 to 20 fucking people. Like nobody gives a fuck about that. Like you got to get on the grand scale. So I guess like even if this is just like a joking matter, like I would hope not. I can't speak to this man, but I would hope that he wouldn't shut down one of the Fight Factory events. But like
I don't like. Here's the thing.
I think it's a testament to where you guys are at, if that
Yeah.
was the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like expanding off of what you said, he's in it for the big fishes, right? He's in it for the big fishes, and us smaller people who are grinding our asses off, trying to get up to that point, we don't gotta worry about him. But like, it's still a shitty
Papa Cap,
thing.
I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
no, it's bullshit.
It
No,
is
I don't care if
bullshit.
it's a big fish or a
Yeah.
small fish. It's the same amount of work.
At
I don't
the same
care
time,
if
yeah.
it's the.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if it's Slayers fucking 2v2 or if it's the Fight Factories, 50-50 Fridays or tournaments, whatever it is. It's the same exhausting amount of work for
Yeah.
no pay, by the way. Most of the time, we're not getting paid off
No,
this stuff.
we're not.
We're literally
Right.
just doing it
Right? Yeah.
to
No,
give
that's
some
true.
options, some outlets, some community vibes. Like, this is a waste of. I'm done. I'm good. I'm good on this. Good. I wish you the best. I really do. I'm just gonna sit back and I have nothing good to say.
Yeah.
Nothing
No,
with
no, yeah, that's
Where do you
definitely.
take it?
That's definitely.
No,
Because where do you go from
fucking
there?
fun.
It's just like
I got a couple of questions.
Respect.
All right,
I got a-
go ahead, Lucy.
I got
I'll
a couple
finish.
of
I'll finish up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm running out of shit to say too. So go ahead, Lucy.
No,
Yeah.
Chi-Town, run it. You gotta let Chi-Town run it.
Yeah.
First and foremost, before I get on my tangent or whatever the case may be, Suka, I definitely want to work with you in the fucking future because, like, I feel like your dynamic is fucking dope. I really, really fuck with it. But my first question that I have for you, Cole, right? You decided to do the podcast, right? You have this reputation of being the dickhead DDoS guy. What is the next step for you? What is the next wave? Like, we're just starting off the year with 21. What do you do next? Are you going to continue to be that villainous dickhead guy that just go and fucking shut shit down because you had a bad day in Combat League? Or, like, are you going to actively try to, say, teach technology classes or give out free tech on fucking line? Like, hey, that's how you secure yourself against, like, people like me from coming to fuck your shit up. Like, are you going to try to put a positive spin on things? Or are you just going to say, fuck it, it is what it is. I am who I am. You like it, you don't, whatever.
Actually, I was gonna say something, but someone cut me off. I make money from this. Actually, people pay me up to DDoS somebody.
Really?
Do it. Yeah.
Is
You're a
that
hitman.
is
You're a
that why?
hitman.
Is that why
So-
you fucking hit Aver during that $1,000 match in the Prince Panther tournament? Is that why? Were you
Someone paid me. If someone gave me like $200.
to do that shit?
So
$200
fuck the
and you do it
major,
for
fuck
free.
competing this shit.
And
He can
it's,
make money on his own, fucking up everybody else's day.
It's people from this community too, but I'm not gonna give out names.
Don't be a narc on top of.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do something,
Because being a narc is the worst that you can do. Yeah.
fucking A. So that
Yo,
that
that's
gives me
interesting.
another-
Some kind of
that gives me another
That's
question.
interesting.
How much money have you made in one day from doing this shit?
Just
like a
depends.
rough figure. What rough figure?
It's it's nothing serious. It's more like just small money. It's like
All right.
one day it's
$20.
$20.
It's $20.
Next day it could be
It's-
like
I
100.
just say.
So it just
It's
depends.
$20 to.
It just
But
depends
see,
on
the
the
thing-
job.
Oh,
But see, the
Yeah.
thing is, it's like he's a contractor in a sense, and it feeds his fucking ego and his power trip. So like he's getting paid to do something that he technically would do for fucking free. But also, since I started streaming, and since I'm a content creator of sorts as well, and I'm trying to join the ranks, I'm trying to get my numbers up on Twitch and everything like that, right? I'm seeing how competitive it is. I'm seeing how you really can't call everybody in this community, even if I'll say, for example, like after this podcast is over, right? I sit back and I could talk to Suka and Poppin' Caps for like the next 3 hours about like different perspectives of how to make my stream better and whatever the fucking case may be. Hate is fucking real. And like, especially within this community, when you don't have a lot, say, for example, in this real world, right? So you have this as your fucking thing. This is what makes you special. This is what fucking acts as your highlight of your goddamn day. So when you see somebody that's on the up and up and the next up and comer or whatever the case may be and threatens your spot on the totem pole in the hierarchy and everything like that, if I can give this guy $40 to fuck up what it is that you're fucking doing to make sure that my spot is solidified, then you kind of have to look at that shit like, yo, it's beyond just him being a fucking dickhead in the community. It's a lot of fucked up shit that's behind the scenes in the community. So, like, can we all just put onus on him because he's the only one that is known? Or should we actually start looking at everything as a fucking whole?
This is on him. If you're asking me, my personal opinion on this,
I taught a couple people actually.
I say
doing that.
we should hold.
I knew it was a movement.
It's a movement.
I knew that was a fucking movement. What happens when you start teaching more people? It becomes a movement. There's a movement in the making. There's a movement of DDoSers.
Some nerd ass move.
So you're teaching people. Then you're teaching people how to do this, Gold. Are you?
Boom. I said that it was not him. It's just that he's getting the fucking onus for it because he is the big name. But in all fairness, when you hire somebody to murder somebody, the person that pulled the trigger and the person that fucking paid the hitman both go down for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can't just throw the guy that's pulling the fucking trigger under the bus.
You are next.
Like it has to
No,
be.
we're just saying.
No, fuck you. I will.
We're saying
I will
everybody.
throw the person pulling the trigger under the bus in a fucking heartbeat. Like In a heartbeat.
like-
Because you know what the other thing you could do is go, no. Like, that's the other thing. Hey, I'll give you $50. You go shut down Echo Screen.
That's true.
No, I'm good.
Has to go both
Yeah,
ways.
Yeah.
Come to me. I give them the tools, the programs. $600 tool. Easy. That's
But
easy.
see, the thing is, he already admitted that he does this shit because he feels powerful. That is an ego thing. If somebody
sir.
is literally going to pay you to do something that you would have did on your own just for the regular, from a bad
get it.
guy's perspective, from the villain side of shit, I wouldn't. If I was in his position, right? If I had the same motives from him, and you're going to pay me to be a fucking dick,
Right.
why the fuck not?
You know what I would do? I would find a new fucking hobby. I'd pick up puzzles or just anything else. Anything else.
That's
you
just
know?
the thing, is that everyone is different in their own way, shape, and form. Some people get thrills out of being a dick. Some people get thrills out of being genuine and nice. Like, you can't... you can hold people accountable for their own actions, but like at the same time, if he's training other people to do this shit, and if he's making money off this fucking program to feed vindictive little shits their power, I mean, it's not really on him at that point. It's the people who are seeking out that power to begin with, you know?
Oh, it's both
No
ways.
way.
It's both
Yeah,
ways.
you can't let the fish off the hook because he got caught. There's no
for sure.
fucking
I'm
way.
not saying he's in the
Student
right.
tango.
I'm not saying he's in the right for giving them those programs or making money off doing that
Right.
shit. He's still definitely a fucking major dickhead for doing that shit. But like, at the same time, we should be holding these
VPN.
other people. We should find out who these other people are.
That's what I'm
doing this
saying.
other shit.
Yeah, I
and hold them
mean,
accountable
like-
for it as well. But like, if one should go down, all of them should fucking go down. You know?
We agree with you there.
All right, here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut you a deal, right? If you tell us all of your co-conspirators, we'll let you back into the Fight Factory, and I'll even pay your entry fees. So you tell us who your co-conspirators are.
Shit.
That's right now.
That's right now.
The cameras just got fucked up. Will you like, did you turn your camera off, or
No.
your camera just went off?
Nah, it looked like you did.
Being DDoSed. You know.
One of his
As we
followers is getting you. Yeah, I don't know about that, bruv. Like, give up your whole fucking organization with
Give me the whole click.
diplomatic community.
No,
Give me
like it's funny because people are friendly to me in the Twitch chats, and they see me as just a normal person. They don't know what I do.
Because we don't want to get fucking smacked by you, bro. We're trying to be on your good side. We're trying to just live like human beings, bro. Like, I for one, I'm sick of being scared of people trying to DDoS or fucking throw some shit at me. For one, I just want to chill and vibe and do my own thing. But like,
Yeah, like I'm gonna pull your shit, come to your house, and slit your throat. It ain't like that.
holy shit! Like, look.
It's
Oh.
levels to this shit. I'm trying to tell you. It is levels to this shit. Everybody trying to be nice.
Well,
to
everybody
me.
asking like, how do you protect yourself? It's simple. Just get a VPN, get an OVH. As long as it's powerful,
Yeah.
you're good. That's it.
Yo,
There's nothing
are you still there,
special to
Suka?
Yeah, I'm still here. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on with the
Yeah,
camera.
your camera's just being weird. I
Like
guess,
you know, even VPNs can be brought down. That's the thing. Like it won't always save you.
There's no safety. I'm just fucked.
Like just like the more powerful, the more brute force to take it down.
Yeah.
I got a
So,
question.
yeah.
Question. It was based off of something that you said a little earlier. You said that you're like on like your third or fourth PlayStation 4, right?
Third.
How the fuck? Well, I guess you answered it, but like, what the fuck do you do with the other PlayStations after you like brick them? Like, do you resell them or shit? Do you like?
Resell them and keep buying.
Okay,
Yes,
because
sir.
I was like, do you just like put them on a mantle? Like, I DDoSed 357 people with this PlayStation before I got
Yeah,
caught.
like a fucking
And then,
stat
like-
track. Yeah.
Right, like I DDoSed and fucked up 4 tournaments with this PlayStation, so it's like a trophy room and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck
It's
do you
like-
do?
Like a head on the wall. Yeah, like a head on the wall.
I just sell it factory new. I don't tell them what I do with it. They just get it for their money's worth, and they use that money for more PS4s and just do it as a recycle. It's like a little
Okay.
cycle going on. You know?
So let me ask you this, right? When you resell these PlayStations after they got like bricked or blocked or whatever the case may be, is the next person able to use that PlayStation, or do they like if you factory reset it? Like, how does that work? I'm not a tech nerd in the slightest bit, So like,
It's
I have no clue when it comes to that type of shit.
what I mean by like PS4 banned, I mean like you just can't play MK11 no matter how many accounts you create.
Okay.
So
you're just like hardware banned from the game, pretty much.
yeah, so the way they explain it, how it looks like, your coins are wiped, your crystals are wiped down to 0, default player card, everything. The online text box, when it goes to like online AI battles, that's redded out. Like,
Hey yo,
Red
Black
Colors.
Genius is gruesome. Bring that shit to the Shadow Society on Monday. I'll stream it.
But yeah, like,
you see in the Twitch chat, like this breezy ghost guy, he doesn't know anything about me, and he's angry, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love when he feeds into me.
Yeah, that's
like
just.
what you saying?
I just don't know. I just don't know at this point. It was enlightening, sort of, to talk to you. Cold.
I'm up for more personal questions. I don't know if you have time for that.
How old are you?
Yeah. Let's move on to that.
21.
Oh, so you still a fucking baby. You're a baby out here fucking up people's day and shit.
Yeah.
I got my own place.
No, I'm not saying a baby as far as like, I'm saying a baby as far as like you're still very young in the world. Like I remember when I was 21 and how I had all of this feeling of me knowing every fucking thing, and like 10 years later, I'm looking at it like, fuck, I was so damn stupid when I was 21. So like you still have so much of your life ahead of you. I only call you a baby because I'm like a decade older than you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I get where you're coming from.
I don't just DOS. I do other stuff in my free time. So I mean,
what do you do in your free time outside of fucking people day up?
hang out.
We can't hear you, Suka.
Yeah. Either hang out with my girlfriend or her family. Figure out what other stuff to do in my spare time. I don't just use it willy nilly, because each day is a new day to improve, and that's how I look at things. But that's just how it is.
So with this I know I kind of touched on it before, right? With this with the reputation that you have now,
Yeah.
I don't think you answered what was the next step for you.
Just to keep going. There ain't no stopping at this point.
Keep going as far as like DDoSing, or just like keep going with your day?
DOSing, just a job I have.
All right, I want you to picture this situation. Ready? This is it. Ready? This is the situation. All right. So Cold goes in his Pontiac Grand Am to his girlfriend's house. He picks her up, and he said, "Hey, listen, babe. Tonight I got something really special." And he brings her back to his mom's apartment. He goes into his bedroom. He's like, all right. He turns the lights down really low. He boots up. The beautiful blue glow of the screen is there. He sees Slayer's 2v2 playing on Twitch on the screen, and his girlfriend goes, "Babe, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? I don't want to watch this with you." And he goes, "Babe, watch this. There's 300 people watching." Not anymore. Panties off. Panties off. Panties the fuck off. Tell me that's not the setup. Tell me that's not the tech. Tell me that's not the tech.
Plot twist. What if that is the fucking case? Because he could have somebody that's like psychologically demented and get off on that shit as well. So
No. His girlfriend is sane as fuck. His girlfriend shops at IKEA, and like his girlfriend is sane. She does Amazon Prime account.
Okay, and because of the Amazon Prime account and shit like that, she's getting like expedited shipping, because like if not, he's gonna fucking happen to their fucking mainframe. So like as soon as he gets a typing on his keyboard, boom, she's on her fucking knees. Like that could be the fucking life, yo. You like you just don't know.
Suka,
Cold, tell me that's not.
Your camera just went on, Suka.
It's okay. You don't need to see me. Cold, tell me that's not it. Tell me that's not the tech. That's the tech, right?
No, it's definitely.
Oh, it's not the tech.
You can't be a conspiracy theorist.
What if they have like competitions between the two of them? Like, okay, who can fuck up the other person's stream faster? And
that's actually a thing.
You know what I'm saying?
I know it's a thing. I know it's a thing.
Look, man, it was fun talking with you, Cold. I have to interview someone else, though. It was a pleasure having you on here, bro. We got a little bit of insight on what you do, how you do it, why you do it. You know, it was nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, bro.
I disagree.
I
respectfully
fun,
disagree.
It was fun. Like, I got a chance to encounter somebody new and see their perspective on things. Even if I don't 100% agree with everything like that, I try to be a little bit more bipartisan and try to see the perspective of both sides. So, like, yeah.
Thank God for Chicago. Thank God.
I am a great representation of my city. Understand that?
A bunch of fucked up shit happens in the city, and he's like, "Well, let's look at it from the street's point of view."
Hey, I'm just saying.
I respect it.
I can definitely justify a lot of fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I respect. I'm not dogging you at all. I respect it. I just think it's funny. It's like,
before you guys cut me off, I mean, you guys are welcome to ask me more questions. You know, off screen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, man.
I'm good on
Not
that.
off the stream. It doesn't, you know.
Yeah, I got you, man. I'm gonna actually cut you off here. It was nice talking with you. Thank you so much for,
I see you hate the XP.
Yeah.
And please don't DDoS us.
I won't. I already have everything, so it don't matter.
Oh, cool. All right.
I
I'm
said
gonna
I
Fight
already
Factory
got
on
all
his
the
list.
information. I got you when I feel like it, fucker.
Cool. Later, bro. Take it easy, Cole.
Later.
Thank you.
I will.
Easy,
Thank
dog.
you. Thank you.
Imagine the balls of that. Imagine the balls you have to go, yeah, I DDoS people. I fuck with people just because I don't like them. Also, do you want to know where I work? Like, imagine that.
That's
Like,
fucking
imagine that
just-
mentality.
I think that's just scary as shit, honestly.
I respect it. I definitely fucking respect it because it's like, I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do, and if you really feel that strongly fucking about it, come see me. Maybe that's the Chicago in me. I don't know.
You can't.
I don't know. That
But
might
you
be the
can't
Chicago.
come see him because he's never going to show up to a local. You're never going to see him. You know.
He's never coming anywhere like out of his house. Like,
Yo, the homie Hijinx. What's up,
The
homie?
Outworld TV
Hijinx.
champion. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm getting your camera set up. I'm sorry.
What's going on, old man? What's
you
going
back?
on, bro?
oh man, yes sir.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man? It's nice to see you. Nice to see you, man.
Doing great.
I'm fucking with this thingy right now. Hold on 1 second.
Hey, Breezy must have got DDoS by Cole, or like
Yeah.
Code had to fuck up
Yeah, he
some of
better
his
be out there
bread or
group chat
something.
like all the way, cause I'm not trying to.
Yeah, he's out. He's out all the way. He's out all the way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Code had to fuck up some bread for Breezy because Breezy in the chat going crazy
It's a
right
waste
now.
of time. It's a waste of.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's
when did
some
you
waste
think you
of
were gonna
potential.
get out of him? He's just a piece of shit. Like,
It's
that's all that was.
just.
I don't-
I don't want to talk bad about anyone. All right, that's
Yeah,
not.
you
That's
do
don't
not
it.
what
want
I'm
to talk
here
bad
for.
about him.
This
You
is
don't want to be hit
this is
off. That kid's a
2021
bitch.
Papa
Like,
Cap. This
I'll
is
do it.
2021.
I'll do it.
New-
I'll do it.
New me, yeah. New me, new thing. I'm trying to play neutral here because I don't want to fuck anything up. All right, like
I don't
that's
have
just,
to.
That's just me. But like,
Say you don't wanna go offline.
Let's move on to
That's all you gotta
Hijinx's interview though, because I actually have a lot to ask Hijinx here.
This man said,
myth. Legend.
"Ask me personal questions." All right, I'm moving on. But that
Yeah,
man
yeah,
really
he
said to
wanted-
me, he said, "But you
Yeah.
can ask
yeah,
me
but anything
personal questions." He
Yo,
wants to be famous.
hey, that's I ain't even gonna hold you. That is kind of wild.
It's
Like,
wild.
if I'm out here doing fuck shit, like the
Those could be
idea is
noted,
to stay underground. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to stay out the scene. My nigga out here trying to like give a full expose and shit. He's like, yeah,
He's
like,
anonymous or some shit. Like,
like yeah, I learned how to ride a bike at 4. You know, like I was the first kid in kindergarten, like riding bikes and shit like that. And I think butterflies and sunsets are beautiful. Like
Yeah.
he's a human.
Tacos are here.
Suka like, yeah, fuck that, fool's here.
Yeah. We'll continue with the interview when Suka gets back. Anyhow, bro, Hijinx, thanks for stopping by, bro. I know you're taking time out of your busy schedule with the fucking Rising Sosa 2v2 yeah, it's a 2v2,
oh yeah, I
right?
died. I think I
You
died
died?
in like 5th or some shit.
You
I
and
don't know.
Jukes, right? You guys were a team?
Yeah, I
What
lost
happened?
it. No. It was a single. It was a double Elam bracket. It was just like a regular
Oh.
tournament.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got you. It was just okay. It wasn't 2v2, so it's just single limb.
Yeah.
So you lost to Jukes?
Yeah, I died to Jukes first two.
That's unfortunate, bro. That's like you and Jukes and fuck. I'm gonna say Emperor Smack and Rio are the only Jackies who have actually stuck with the character post patch. How do you feel about that,
I would
man?
just say I haven't seen Rio play at all. I think
Yeah.
he's like on his real life shit, just with like
Yeah.
work and like shit like that. But definitely Smack. He's playing her a lot.
Yeah.
Jukes, and that's about it.
Yeah. That's crazy that you guys are sticking with like that's because I saw so many Jackie mains drop the game and just go do some other shit like Fortnite or COD because of the patch notes and stuff. Like, how do you feel about Jackie getting kind of ganked in the patch
She
notes?
actually
She didn't even really get that
ganked.
gank. No, she didn't even really get that gank. Like, she lost her ability to mash, and now her mids are still fine.
What?
Like, I don't
She
know.
lost her ability to mash.
Yeah.
What game are you playing?
I'm playing MK, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. You just need to poke and jail your shit. But, like, at the same time, it just feels like Jackie's a lot less mashier to me. I don't know.
All they did, realistically,
Oh.
was they took away down backdash. That's it. There's some combo routes that like have to be adjusted because of the down one nerf. But other than that, like the character not only got better, but it just gives you more of a mind game to play into.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Well,
So I have a question.
yeah. go ahead.
First off, nice talking to you again, good sir. But what? Okay, so you had a great fucking run on Outworld TV, right? You're
Right.
current reigning fucking champion of what was that, season 4? I want to say.
Season 5.
four.
It was
season
season
4?
starting.
No,
After
it's
starting.
4.
So you're the reigning champion, and I see that you're like popping up every fucking where. Like every stream that I fucking turn to, every stream that I fucking commentate on, somewhere, somehow, your fucking name is popping up. So what is your objective? What is next on the list for Hijinx?
To be honest, at this point right now, there's literally no end goal. It's just if there's an opportunity, I play in it. That simple.
Keep going. Definitely.
Like I
Have
mean,
that resume. Mm-hmm.
yeah, these past 2 weeks, like, alright, not to like, dick suck myself, but like,
No,
if
go
I
ahead,
were to
bro.
go,
You're on the
Don't
podium.
brag about yourself, bro. Brag.
if I were
This is
to,
the time.
like, even see this is another thing I don't understand about a lot of these players. Even if there's a fucking tournament run by little Timmy
Mhm.
in his mom's basement with 2 viewers, like, it's an opportunity. Why aren't you playing in it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can answer that. Well,
Go
I
for
can
it.
give my perspective on that.
Yeah, go for it.
I come from a different world. Shout out to Suka representing Chicago over here. Big love, big love. But I come from a different world, right? So like before I jumped into the competitive Mortal Kombat scene, I was playing 2K, NBA 2K competitively.
Right.
Mhm.
So when you have people that are stereotypically in the FGC, neckbeards and Mountain Dew and Dorito crumbs and shit all over the fucking place, a lot of the times when you look at somebody in the FGC as a whole, not even just Mortal Kombat, you look at them as a fucking lame or somebody that's a no life. And once you get to like a certain status, not saying that any of these people I'm about to name is like this, but once you get to the status where your name is recognized, like Slink, for example, or Woozy, for example, shout out to my Royal Tribe people. Once you get to a certain rank, it's kind of like a validation that you're not getting in any other fucking place. So like your ego becomes deflated. Your name is a highly sought after fucking name. So now you can pick and choose where your presence is actually going to be at. Because I struggle with that as a person that kind of just came out of fucking nowhere and tried to start my own goddamn exhibition. So like I want some of the big names because I know that it's a draw to it. So I want the Aztecs, the Slinks, the Woozies, the Hijinxes of the world to come and play on my stream so that my shit can do better. But if I'm a fucking no name and there's no ultimate benefit to you to help your brand, to help your status, to help where you're ranked and stacked up in the grand scheme of things, then it really doesn't resonate with you. So not everybody is like how you are, Hijinx, where you just like, yo, I just want to fucking play and get better. Some people take this shit to the fucking head and like they only give a fuck about that. If it's not gonna propel
Well,
you, I don't
Yeah.
care.
let me cut you off real quick because I understand what you're saying. It definitely develops as like you see yourself coming in like bigger things, and then you're just like, oh, this little ass tournament. That's not about it for me. The only thing that I see it differently on is like exhibitions. Exhibitions, for one, not only is it just for free, like you're just doing it for the fuck of it, but like this also ties into like what else you could be doing with that time. For me personally, it doesn't matter who's running the tournament. If there's a fucking prize pool, I'm in it. 100%. I don't care if I won fucking Evo. You're still gonna see me doing a $15 tournament. Like that's just how I am personally. It all
Right.
depends on like what exhibitions, right? Like I understand that's got to be hard to get players to play, show up on time. That shit is really hard to do. So shout out to everyone who runs events like that. But me personally, I just want to compete. I feel like it gives me a rush whenever I play, and the money on the side of it, that's like a whole nother
It's
thing.
just
but,
icing on the
like,
cake. Yeah.
right.
That was gonna be my next question. I was gonna ask you, like, so at this point in time, are you saying that you're playing solely for the competitive aspect where you can actually make money, or is it just off the strength of the love of the game?
See, that's the thing. I feel like I love competing, but the money in it isn't stronger than the will I have to play for the game. Because I just love competing all around. Like if there was a $10 tournament, like I'm gonna play in it. Like shout out to, not to like shit on anybody, but some of these tournaments, like they're bi-weeklies, right? This is a lot of money, you're throwing forward. Like Shirai Ryu Sunday, I play in that all the
Skash.
time.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Last time I got third place, and I think I won $2, but like I didn't really give a fuck. I mean, shit,
Yeah.
I was just there to
Still
play.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
I wish you
the
didn't go to bed
experience.
so fucking early so you could come over and play in my goddamn exhibition.
you see what it is I'm EST.
Right.
Once a certain like point at night, like 10 o'clock, like I'll go like smoke a joint, and then like I come back and I'm dead. I just literally go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need your ass to get like a Red Bull or like a Monster. Some shit. Bring
Yeah,
your
Red Bull.
ass.
That's what I'm saying. Is it your schedule to why you started so late, or is that just how you wanted to?
It was okay. So not to do like a shameless plug because this is your fucking.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't want to take like attention away from you. You're the person that came on to be interviewed and everything like that. So I don't want to like just try to insert and sneak my way.
Just let it out. Let it out. Go ahead.
But I do my exhibition on Monday night. It's called the Shadow Society, and it starts at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. The reason that I started my platform is because as hype as it is to see, you versus Coldfgc, for example. I don't fucking know random name. But like to see that fucking set, to see it play at a high level, once you actually play the game and understand what all is being going on besides just pressing fucking square repetitively or whatever the case may be, that's cool. But it is so many other fucking people that are in the community that's not at that status that I wanted to get an opportunity for. I'm always going to champion the little guy. So like I want them to feel special. Even if it's only a 12 view stream. You were actually able on stream. You can fucking go back and look at yourself on stream with other fucking great players and say, I fucking did that. So like when I started at 9 o'clock, it was one of those type of things where it's to accommodate a lot of people where their work schedule or if they got to deal with their spouse, their kids, everything that you got to fucking take care of, you can get that shit out the way. So that way you're not rushing to like, oh fuck, I got to throw this load of laundry in the washing machine. I got to wash this.
Right.
Then I got to fucking go
Yeah.
warm up. Like all of that shit is out the way. So like you can just chill. You want to sip, you can sip. You want to smoke, you can smoke. You can just fucking chill and vibe. And like it's competitive on my stream. Like I've had some dope, amazing fucking players come through. But then I'm more so focused on the experience. Like the people that come to my chat and everything like that, they fuck with me because of my personality, I would imagine. But it's also something that's very fucking cool. So like you can work on your new character. You can try out shit that you wasn't accustomed to without having to worry about, oh, I'm gonna get fished or oh, I gotta be an extra fucking tryhard or fucking sweaty as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but like anyhow,
I think. I mean, one of the cool things I think about, specifically with you, Hijinx, is that one of like the more level-headed players I've run into, and I'm not like, I don't mean in any other way except that like when you and I talked for like an hour that one day, you know, it was literally there was no heat to it. It's just they were facts, and I think that there was no sides chosen one way or the other on any of the topics that we were covering. It was just, you know, I think that one of the things that I think is super annoying right now is how quick people choose sides in the Mortal Kombat arena.
yeah,
And it's like there was none of that in our conversation. So it's nice to have like a level-headed person. I mean, how do you keep yourself distanced from all the nonsense that happens in the MK community? I mean, how do you stay on target? How do you keep enjoying it? That's the other thing. You know, that's a big struggle. Is people have a hard time enjoying the community because of sometimes.
No, definitely. Sometimes like it's not even the community. I think it's more so the game itself. Sometimes when there's like, I want to say like a bad week or like two where there's just like nothing going on. If there isn't events being played, I feel like I'm just not doing anything. Like I can stream, like streaming is cool and stuff, but like I feel like if there isn't opportunities that present themselves, I cannot get on a game and like just casually enjoy it. I don't have fun playing for fun, if that makes sense.
right.
Got you.
Yeah, you want to be tested. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's a cool.
Anyone can be, fucking, I don't know,
Definitely.
Papa Slap 81 just playing Combat League. That's just not fun to me. Like I like to compete. That is like literally the only reason I play the game.
Yeah.
You find like you find that there's like a stark difference, because here's what I think MK11, after talking with so many different people who played different games, you know, like the Tekken players, the Dragon Ball players, the Grand Blue players, all these people that we've been running into, it seems like MK11, which is really the only fighting game that ever pulled me in, because I'm a casual player, right? Like I'm a casual player. That game caters to me. It's not anything that Sonic Fox does as far as combos go. I could probably hit that with enough practice. I'm not saying I'm as good as Sonic. I'm just saying
other games can be like that too.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there has to be, because I'm not a competitor, like on a competitive level. Like that's not me. But I feel like there is such a difference between going from a casual player like me, who's kind of good, to a competitive player like yourself. You know, I feel like you have to be tested, otherwise it'll get boring. If you ran into Suka every time you went on a Combat League, you'd be like, well, what's the point of this? I need, I need
definitely,
the king.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's what's.
Is that what you're looking for?
You're looking for that
I'm not
next
even
level?
looking for. I'm literally just looking for the next, competition that's going on, because right now, I could say out of all the fighting games I've played, the games that I took seriously, which was Dragon Ball Fighters and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I could play those games like for days without competing and like have fun. I can't. And like, here's another thing. All my friends are tryhards. I don't have, I have like a couple friends who are like, ass at the game and they genuinely get on to, like laugh and giggle. That just doesn't happen for me. It would have to be like one of those demon nights where like you were all your homies and y'all just sandbagging. Other than that, I can't get on this game midday and it's like,
And
this
just
is
grind.
fun.
No,
No.
definitely. I have my struggles with it too. Even though I stream this game a majority of the time, like every single night, it's still just like mind-numbing to experience.
That's
all the
what I'm
bullshit
saying.
that
You have an
happens.
objective at least. Like
Yeah.
I can't just play for no reason.
Yeah.
You
If I'm
have
playing
to
for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm streaming, and if I'm not streaming and I'm playing, I'm in a tournament. There's just no in between.
Right. Definitely.
Because do you guys feel like the game is poorly designed, or like do you feel like there's too many bullshit things that happen that make you kind of sway away from the game?
I think what it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're not talking about you. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Papa Cap thinks we're interviewing him, and we're the panelists interviewing.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Right, go ahead. Sorry.
But
Papa Cap's like,
nah,
what's my next
for real though,
question?
I think what it is that I've played so much, and the game doesn't really. Even with the customs, you're not really allowed to be as creative
Not
as you
enough
want to be.
depth. Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I feel
it lacks
similarly to
creativity.
that.
that's why I play Jackie,
Yeah.
because I feel like I can do a billion other things that I want to do. Instead of playing Cetrion, I'm like, oh yeah, if I
Which would
won
be-
one and you block it, tornado.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
if it hits, you know,
that's a common thing I've heard from other players is that like Rambo does one Terminator. Let's say Terminator. Terminator does one specific thing.
Yeah, mix your shit.
If you deviate from Terminator's game plan, it's like, well, fucking game. There's no real creativity.
You
to
don't
it.
do anything.
You know,
else.
it's
I
like
think that's a real bad example. Not with Terminator. I would say like, because Terminator, he can literally just do like a billion different things and read you in a billion different ways. I would say more so like characters like, I want to say what?
Katana.
Cetrion, Sindel,
Go all up one flowchart way and don't really. Yeah.
Total.
Katana.
You just do the same shit over and over.
Yep, for sure.
now is Jackie. Obviously Jackie's your main, but is that the only character you actually have fun playing, or are there other characters in the cast that that you gravitate towards?
These are like characters that I actually play. I just don't pull them out in tournament because I just wouldn't do that to myself. I play Born Again.
Okay.
I play Born Again. She's actually fun. I think it's fun.
Ew.
For
Ew.
the only reason that I find it fun is because I'm literally not thinking about what I'm about to do next. I can just just do it. I'm like, haha, this is broken. Deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
This is the definition of brain dead.
Yeah.
I play Sindel as well.
I see,
That's
like-
another character that I enjoy because I know it's brain dead and I'm just doing shit to you and I'm winning. So I don't know.
Right.
I find enjoyment in playing the brain dead shit because it's funny to me because you're losing to it. But other than that, other than Cetrion, Sindel, and Cassie, that's it. I don't play any of the cast because they're all just boring to me, to be honest.
It's interesting. I mean, I hear that a lot though from players. It's like, I'm sticking with this character because I have the most. This to me is the most fun I can have with a character. Like a good Joker player. I mean, they'll argue that Joker has a lot of options too in his arsenal that he
he's
can pull
busted.
from. And it's a character they're able to be creative with. I think you could argue Nightwolf is another character where you can kind
Be
of
right back.
there's some fun stuff you can do with Nightwolf.
Yeah, I mean,
I think MK11
Yeah,
was
that's like pick your poison though, because
Yeah.
I come from like anime fighters, like real aerial based and movement based, and
those games are
Jackie
expensive.
Jackie just does that for me. She gives me all the options that I want. She gives me creativity as a character, and I just like her.
How do you deal with? I mean, because nobody enjoys fighting Jackie. I don't know any player that's like, yeah, I get to fight Jackie. And Jackie gets shit on by a lot of people because she is very difficult to figure out game plan against. Do you let that come into your head at all, or do you just block it all out? Like, do you listen to people's complaints? Does it make you laugh when they complain about her? Like, what are some of the things that you feel like when people are like legitimately railing Jackie while you fight?
At first, like I gave a fuck. I want to say like back when I wasn't, I want to say when I didn't believe in myself, when I was just playing like, drowning the bracket, just losing to people, just not winning like anything at all. I would say that hate did get to me, but at a point, like I just have to sit back and remember, like, yo, they're spectating me. I'm winning money. You're just sitting at home, just being a fucking idiot, talking about my character like I give a fuck.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
when I see them in chat, I'm like, yeah, okay, keep watching, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's just how I feel about it. It definitely doesn't bother me now. The only thing that bothers me is when a top player, especially like these are some people that I used to look up to, and like they're just like talking out their ass because they lost to me. I'm like, yo, you gotta play. Like people will literally lose to just they're neutral.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be doing
so
like, shenanigans. They'll just lose to being out neutral and outplayed. And it's like, it's Jackie. Like, you sound dumb.
Yeah.
Who was it? There was somebody in Vis's stream. I was fucking around with Vis's stream the other day, and somebody was saying, "Oh yeah, Hijinx is free," and I was like, "That's pure cap." And like then it set off this chain reaction of why they could beat Hijinx. And they're like, "Oh, I could beat him with my day one Rambo or whatever the fuck it was." Like it was just, but he wasn't even in the chat. but you have such a reach now that like people will talk about you even if you're not on the stream. You're nowhere to be found, and they're like, "Yeah, he's free." Like that's good publicity, man.
That means you're
That's
doing something
that-
right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's your reach is growing as a
if you
player.
got haters, you're doing something right. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
it's
Yeah,
100%.
I'm really not worried about
it
any of
doesn't
them.
even really like matter though, because I mean, first place in the Outworld season 4, good shit by the way. You got first place in the Slayer 2v2. You got first place.
I don't know about that. It's like King of the Hill, but yeah.
Oh yeah, King of the Hill. What else? What other placements have you taken recently, other than like the Slayer and the Outworld TV?
Recently, I've won the Shirai Ryu Sundays. I want to say like 3 times.
Right.
What else have I played in? Off the top of my head, I can't really think about it. But those 2 wins that you just stated were like the huge fucking wins that like.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Really notable.
How do you feel about the Outworlds? Like
That was
it's
great.
like
that was the best feeling in my life. Like literally, like it was so good. I wish they had chat audio in the stream, because when I tell you I popped off so fucking hard in my room, and like literally screaming down the fuck. Hear it though, because they didn't have the audio like output or whatever.
yeah.
But that was definitely like everything I
How much
played.
did you win?
I won $740. I want to say
730.
$740.
$730. There we go.
I'd be
Yeah.
popping off too.
$730. But you had to stick around for weeks though. Doesn't it go on forever? I don't know much about their system.
So
accumulate
it's
points,
every
right?
I want to say 4 days a week.
4 days a week, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunday,
You just
Monday,
play a set a day.
Wednesday, Thursday, yeah. It's
A set a day. That's literally all it is. A set
Okay.
one day, and then you just keep doing that.
So-
So if you're just winning all the time, you're gonna make it in that top 8. But the thing that I like about his event is that say I'm not able to play it all, and I can only play at 6:20 to 6:30, he'll make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that's like putting him on top of the food chain right now, is because not only is he promoting players, but he's working with people's schedules at the same time. So I think that's what draws me in so much about it.
No, yeah, definitely. Outworld Television has been one of the most reliable event hosters I've ever seen throughout the whole entire my entire existence in the FGC. Like, he started
Yeah.
out from nothing, and he worked his way up to partner in like literally 6 months. Of just like a solid game plan, consistency. That's what I want all of us to do. Like, I want all of us to come together and make something that we could all enjoy and share. Just like Hot Rod did. He did it all by himself, man. And if that doesn't
And
tell
that's
you
not
anything,
easy.
that's
That's not easy at all.
not easy at all. Like, he literally has over 632 Discord members in his Discord, and they're all constantly hitting him up, asking him questions, asking to sign up on tournaments, asking when's the next tournament, when's the next exhibition, stuff like that. It's a giant community there. I dare say nearly 70% of the NRS FGC could be in there alone. All
I know,
just,
100%.
like, communicating and flourishing together. Like, that's how it should be. That's how it should be in this community, right? Like,
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, this is from the ground up, though. Like, you can't. Not only do you have to brand yourself a certain way to gain traction, but like, I feel like if you're straying away from that path to where you need to brand yourself to cater to certain people, it's gonna take way longer for you to get to that, peak performance that he's at. Because
Right.
I think he does cater to a certain. He caters to one audience. If he picked up Fallout guys, on a stream one day, nobody would give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not about the audience. I feel like the way he carries himself, and I just want to say, like, runs the event to
Yeah.
where he's constantly like thanking people. Like, it's rewarding as a viewer,
Yeah.
and even more rewarding as a player.
Yeah.
That's just the route he picked, and that's what worked for him. And now he's sky high with it. So
Right.
we just have to like reiterate the fact that everything starts from the bottom. So if you feel like one day what you're doing isn't working, you just got to keep going. That's all it is.
I remember when Outworld first started, very first started. He had that other guy with him when it first started, and Fight Factory advertised. We were like, okay, why don't you advertise on your channel? Like, you know, throw our thing up there, like, and we'll pay you. We talked for like, I don't know, him and his partner, whoever his partner was at the time. We talked for like 45 minutes about how to set up a business because that's what I own a couple of businesses, and like he was like, oh, how do you set up these? So I remember when it first started happening, Outworld started happening. And he had maybe 30 viewers.
It wasn't even that long ago.
It wasn't. It was like 6 months ago. It was like 6-7 months. It was not that long ago. And but I remember when they first got started. Now where it is now. You know?
Yeah.
I think that if there was one criticism, it would be like he should stop getting so involved in the personal drama of NRS.
Yep.
He's way too quick to comment on shit. And he's like, in my opinion, it's like, dude, we get it. Like, you're here for but like, you could calm down on the Twitter. Like, you could probably just calm down on it. Outside of that, I mean, it's amazing what he's done.
He's a hard worker. Sure.
And what he's done is he's built it on the backs of other people, other contributors. You know, there's a new commentary guy. There's a new, you know what I mean? There's all these fighters that sign up for it. I mean, it's a really smart game plan. He literally built a community organization. The community has to support it and be involved or it doesn't work. Imagine if it was just him commentating every night. I don't think anybody would show up. You know what I mean? But he does it smart. He's like, okay, well, I don't think he could hold it. I mean, I can't hold it. You know, not saying that I'm better than him, but I can't hold a show by myself. I have to have Isaac or you. Yeah. You know, it's hard. It's hard to hold a show like that on your own. So I think he did it he made all the right moves to get to where he is.
Something that plays into it too is popularity. A lot of these co-hosts wouldn't look his way if he had 15 viewers. So I feel like he definitely has a system.
And look how he built it. I mean, it's not called the Hot Rod Crusher channel. It's called Outworld Television with the MK11 logo built into.
That kind of draws your attention
immediately. I thought it was NRS.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, oh shit, NRS sponsored. I mean, so he built his brand off a brand that already existed. I mean, it's a smart way to go about it. And then to also add in, the work ethic it takes to run an event like that. I mean, that guy's got to be putting in 40, 50 hours a week. Easy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So say that the best inventions aren't brand new, but they're a better reiteration of something that already exists. And I think that's what Outworld Television did. MK11 was already fucking popular. You know what I mean? So, hey, let's call this Outworld Television. I like this game. Let me get into it. And I also think it's really respectable, goes out of his way, like Hijinx was saying, to kind of shout the players
out. He'll DM you. He'll literally DM you. Hey, are you still on for tonight? Your scheduled match at whatever. I'm like, oh, okay.
That man's got time.
That's what caught me off guard. I was like, why are you DMing me about my match? I was like, okay.
Yeah. It's just like it's crazy like how punctual professional he is too. It's just like he's running
kind of
like
scary
a
sometimes.
And it's working.
It's scary because he doesn't seem like a real person sometimes.
He does. He seems like a robot. Yeah.
I think that's. But I think that's his job though, right? Like he doesn't have. I don't know this man, but I'm assuming that because he's always posting on Twitter and blah 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 blah. I think this is his job.
I've seen his house. I think he's well off. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what he does, but he's well off. I don't know what he does.
And he's a Chicago boy too. Shout out to my Chicago people.
He told me one time what he did. I just can't remember. So Hijinx, you came in there. Who did you fight against? Who did you beat?
Man, okay.
To win it all. To win it.
I had to play Bio first round.
First round?
Yeah, he picked Baraka, and essentially this is a counter pick because it stops me from leaping. It takes the mind game out of when I jump in the air. And he bodied me. He bodied me not only because he played the matchup well, but he was using a custom move that I've just never seen before, and it just like smoked me a couple times. And I was like, okay.
What was it?
So I'm sitting in losers. It was I want to say blade charge. He like runs at you.
Oh, the Baraka Zerker, like he slices a whole bunch of times while he's charging.
Yeah.
At you. Yep.
Yeah. So he freed me up with that. I immediately wanted to practice and figured out what the fuck that was. And I was just sitting in losers. Crispy came down to losers. His power went out. I had 1-up a game, so I just took that. I was like, I'm not sitting here waiting for your power to come back.
We take those.
So
Every time we take them. Every time.
I can't remember who I played right after that. I want to say it was Deadly Rebel. And when I played Rebel, no, it was Bio. I played Bio off stream after that. He actually lost with his Baraka. He went down 2-0 like immediately, and I was just riding momentum off my win. And he switched to Kano. Now this is where it gets spicy. This is all off stream.
All right.
So he starts playing in a way to where he's jumping in with the character, and it's turning into set play. He conditioned me with jumping into command grab, and then jumping I want to say stand 1-3 into the low, and he was mixing me off that too. So I lost 2 games in a row, and on that 3rd game I went to character select. I sat there and character select just thinking, I'm like, damn, if I go 0-2, that's it, no money. You know what I'm saying? I've worked all these the past month and a half, 2 months just to go 0-2. Like I'm not trying to do that, because that's what I did the first top 8 that I made. I went 0-2, so I was like, okay,
Doing that again.
Right.
I took a minute. I was just sitting there at the character select screen. So I had this habit to where I talk to myself, and I'm just like, you can't lose this. Like, you just can't lose this. Like on some anime shit, like literally just talking to myself.
Losing is
Like,
not
you
an
can't
option.
lose this.
Yeah.
You know, record yourself and shit.
I will not die here.
I have the power of friendship on my side.
And the set, round 1, it literally came down to this. We both had, I want to say, a grab of health. I had no defensive meter. I only had 2 offensive meters. He jumped in on me. I didn't anti-air him because I was scared out of my life. I had no health. He jumped in, and I flawless blocked the jump in, and he tried to command grab, and it didn't come out because of the flawless block. And I had hit him, and after that, like I was just sitting there, I was like, whew, that was clutch.
Round 1. That was round 1. He has to win this set. This match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
that's
the
a
thing.
butt clincher. That is a butt clincher.
That was the turning point, because after I won that round off that flawless block, I steamrolled the next round. So immediately, it was like almost a perfect. And I was like, damn.
You got in that head.
Yeah, you got it. You
I
broke.
just beat
Yeah, you
Bio.
broke his head. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just 3-0 my shit in bracket, but you know, I ran it back and I beat him. So I was like, all right, this one demon out the way. And then next I had to fight Deadly Rebel. Now, I don't really have a problem with Collector. I have a lot of XP in that matchup actually. And you can really just jump on the character. So I wasn't really worried about it. So we played, and I don't know, not to give Rebel any shit, but like it was just kind of easy because I already knew the matchup. Knowing the matchup, and then I feel like playing like ass on top of knowing a matchup is like the ultimate you're gonna win. Because there was a point in time where I was just throwing down 2s out. Because he was command grabbing the fuck out of me. And I was like, okay. So I would take the health lead and then just start playing like ass. If I knew that I had, you know, I want to say 75% health and he has 20, you knock me down, I'm waking up like all the time. And
That full combat lead mode.
no, like literally like playing like ass. And it worked out.
I mean, yeah, but that's tech. I mean, Foxy Grandpa does that. Foxy Grandpa does some shit where I'm like, what?
Oh, he'll grab you 20
What
times.
the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, I watched his stream the other night. He did forward 2 like 7 times in a row. I was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Like, it was a joke. He's like, oh yeah, it's working.
Yeah, he can.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you knock
like
Collector
ass.
out? Did he go Collector
Yeah,
all the whole time? He went Collector the whole time.
Yeah, he went Collector the whole time. That's the thing. Like
Dedication.
There wasn't really any adaptations that I had to make because I already knew the matchup, and there wasn't really any counterplay to what I was doing to him because I was playing like ass. It's
Call
not
it
like
the
there was
cake.
like a set. Yeah, like you can't adapt to randomness. Like I was literally waking up down 2, wake up 3-3, like all that good shit.
Yeah.
And he lost to it, and I played Izzy. I really don't like playing Izzy because
Izzy's tough.
sub.
Yeah.
I just
Izzy's
really don't like
tough.
sub.
That's the young prodigy, right?
Is he
Yeah.
tough?
Oh, I get it.
He's been 14
he's
for like
tough.
3 years now. I don't know how he's still 14, but But yeah, he plays sub, and I was already riding the momentum again. They literally had me on stream like 3 games in a row, and then into grand
I would
finals.
too.
So I was
shit.
like, yeah, I was like
Feeling
ready.
yourself.
So I beat his Sub-Zero, and then I want to say he switched to Jackie immediately, and at that point I like grinned, cause like
Yeah.
I know
The
the ins
mirror
and outs
match,
of this fucking
baby.
character,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, all right, you're gonna mirror. When he clicked on it, he hesitated, and I went over the character and literally started spamming 3
You're
and
like,
4.
pick it,
Just
bitch!
Yeah.
just Jackie.
Run that
gave into the
shit.
bait.
Run that
He gave into the
shit.
bait.
There you go.
He gave into that bait, and I killed him for it.
Damn.
And
Yeah. It's one of my
I
favorite
played
things.
Aztec.
I swear to God, if you hover over Shang or Rambo, I'm like, do it, please on God.
Yeah.
Please
I
on
want
God,
you to.
do it. I want you so bad. Aztec, now that Kotal Khan is no fucking joke, man.
I wouldn't do the Kotal mirror with him.
That Kotal Khan is no joke.
Oh yeah, I saw he was hella upset at how you beat him. It was apparently a major upset to him. But how did you feel?
Of course
about
it
What
was.
happened?
I mean, see, all right, boom. This was the whole thing on Twitter after, right?
Mhm.
Literally every person I played on stream in bracket in that losers run, I fataled all of them every single game.
That's a Suka special. That's a Suka special.
Really
I
is.
knew we were friends. I knew we were friends.
People were pissed about it. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, you think I give a fuck about you've been like just shitting on me for not only the character that I play, but now that I'm in this big ass bracket, killing all
Nah,
your
run
favorite
it.
top players, I'm failing everybody.
I'll run it.
So-
Yep.
I want to say I was running off adrenaline, and not only like in my mind when I was playing, every match was like 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Like literally, all those games are like a fucking
Yeah.
hour long. When in actuality, it was like a minute and 50.
Right.
So I wasn't even using it as a mind game. I was more so using it as a breather. So nobody wants to, see you sit in character select and fucking hover your character for 3
breathing.
minutes.
Mhm. That's
So
actually really smart. Yeah.
not only that, but I'm fucking killing you. This is MK, a
Yeah.
game where you're literally killing each other.
Yeah.
Like, why are you? See, that's the thing. And then they brought up sportsmanship too. Like, you guys
Yeah.
are fucking dumb.
Get the fuck
I don't
out,
give a fuck.
man. Honestly,
I
you're
just see
getting
if I'm-
first.
If you're crying over like a fatality in a top 8 tournament bracket where there's like thousands of viewers watching, bro, you got a problem.
There's
I
no
think-
respect.
Also,
Why
here's the
does
other
he keep
thing.
fataling? Like, yo,
Here's the other thing: is that the viewer sometimes forgets that it's not their match. It's not
Yeah.
their time. You are here to watch. Like you don't, you know what I mean? This player who's playing for real money can do. If I want to hover on the character select screen until the last second, if I want to, whatever. If I want to wait the last second before throwing out a fatal to give myself more time, you're getting all that because it's my match. You know what I mean? It's my, and I think that viewers sometimes demand that the fighters play their game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it all the time. I see it all the time on people's streams. I
Yeah.
do, and it's like
Backseat
it's not
gamers
your
are the
game.
worst.
It can fuck you
Backseat
up, too.
gamers are the worst.
it's
For
not even
sure.
backseat gaming. It's just that they feel entitled to like.
Yeah. How
the
dare you?
creator.
You're
To bring
playing
up
for me.
sportsman,
Yeah.
to bring up sportsmanship is such a an ignorant thing to do, and I think ignorance can be corrected. I think we talked about this, Hijinx.
Yeah.
I think that you can be unintentionally ignorant. Like, and
But
if you get the tech and you keep doing that same shit, it's like, okay, now you're just being an asshole. Because like, to bring up sportsmanships over a fatality or brutality, on God, if we are on a stage that has a stage fatality, you're getting it. 'Cause it's hilarious. The WWE fatality in tournament, that's the funniest shit in the world to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, some people are just entitled, and they just feel like, oh, that's disrespectful because you wouldn't do that. Like, I don't care. This is me playing. You're watching at the end of the day. So,
You gotta chill.
and
Also, I do first match fatalities because I may not get the chance again.
right.
I probably lucked out on that win, so I gotta get it in right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I can understand, like, the concept of why people don't like it. But
I think it's just
I
like
don't give a fuck.
I think because I used to feel that way. Like maybe it's the wasted time concept. Like, oh, why do you want to make me watch this thing? But
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I mean, if you're sitting at
there
the
was one
select
time-
screen, it's the same.
there was
shit.
one time that Gruesome and Neb were fighting, and Gruesome was playing Kano,
Oh God.
and they were doing like a first to 1,000. It was just, it never ended. Like nobody else got to play. It was just them fighting. And at one point, because we were setting up for a fight factory, and Neb was at home and we were at the actual factory. So they're just playing online, testing the online mechanics of it all before we do our event. And I needed Gruesome's help setting up some tables. And Gruesome kept fatalitying every single time. And Neb was like getting frustrated about it. He's like, what the fuck?
I got mad.
He was getting so mad that Gruesome just kept fatalitying. So I needed Gruesome's help setting up some tables in the factory. And so Gruesome puts Kano on AI, has him fight while he's helping me set up tables. And the Kano...
No, why are we telling this story?
Bro, it wasn't even close. Like, Neb got fucking 8. And then
Yeah, I didn't play the game.
and
at the
then
time.
the AI Kano fatality'd him again. So he sent a text to everybody at the Fight Factory, and he goes, "Can we just stop with the fatalities?"
No, like that. It was at that point that I questioned our friendship. I was like, do I want to work with these people anymore? Like, fucking asshole.
Dude, he was so mad. We were fucking dead. Not only did you get bodied by the AI, but then the AI also was like, "Yeah, I'm fatalitying you." Like, you're...
That's awesome.
God, it was so good. So what happened next? You get Aztec. There he is. He's sitting in front of you.
Right. So, like I said, I wasn't even fataling to, like, you know, fuck with people. I feel like to even be considered like super toxic, like I would have to be, you know, killing you, jumping over your dead body, and just bagging the shit out of you from behind. I feel like somebody doing that is just like, oh, okay, you're just being a dickhead.
Right.
I wouldn't see a fatal as, oh, he's fataling me, wow, you know?
Yeah.
And there was like a whole like thing on Twitter after the tournament. We'll get into that later. But
Yeah.
for now, I played Aztec. So the game, every game was super close. Final round, like fatal blow health.
Oh, he's
And
good.
I'm not gonna speak about the tactics here because I don't want him to hear this and then
No, yeah, yeah.
counterplay upon it.
Yeah.
But I started noticing that something in my game plan was working, and I just abused it.
Yeah.
He didn't adapt in the first set, and when I won, it was literally how did I win? I don't remember the first reset, but when I won, I was just hype. I was like, yeah, I reset the bracket, so I just teabagged like off reaction.
Yeah. All right.
It wasn't even like a long teabag. It was just like, yeah, I did
Yeah.
that.
All
I
right.
failed him again, and then
Some micro bags.
the next set, he started adapting to what I was, you know, taking advantage of. And then obviously that's where that mind game comes to where you're adapting to him adapting. And just, it's literally a brain war at that point. And once it got to the point to where we both adapted to each other's playstyle, to where there was like no counterplay, because at that point you're just guessing. You're like, all right, if I do this, he's going to do this, so I'm going to do this. If that makes sense. So at a point where it gets
Yeah.
too many layers, you literally have to just rely on base like fundamentals of the game. And like I said, every game was final round, game 5. You can only play so solid until you fuck up.
Oh. Yeah,
And
100%.
the reason I won that set is because he folded before me.
Right.
He did his fucking full screen mid, didn't hit confirm, it's a fatal blow. And literally once I saw that come out and I blocked it, game over.
That was over.
So I won that set and I just literally I got up and screamed. Cause this is the most money
Dude,
I've won. I wouldn't say
$730 later.
like
Insane.
I made a post about it. If you told me that I would be winning $700 tournaments, like I'd tell you shut the fuck up. Like
Yeah.
I was gonna
And-
say that, like, when we started, I didn't even know who you were. It feels like everybody that we run into now knows you. It's like you've done something pretty fucking incredible. You should pop off. because of it, you know?
Yeah.
It's a lot of hard work, a lot of effort went into that. It's fucking dope. I was so proud of you. We posted on our Facebook page, or what is it? Our Twitter? Instagram? What's it called? Twitter. We posted on our Twitter because we were so excited for you. We were like, oh my God, homie did it, you know? Because you were just telling us, you were just telling me that if it's an exhibition, you really don't fuck around with it unless you know that person. And, you know, really it's like, what good will that do for you? What good does an exhibition do for your name out there anyways? And for you to come on top on one of the bigger events on Twitch, I mean, we were stoked. Like, we were like, fuck yeah, he did it. He went for it.
That's the thing. My upbringing as a player, I came from Xbox, and it's not really a lot of opportunities over there. I went from drowning in almost every Xbox tournament to finally placing in them, to making that transition to PlayStation and just leveling up every single day that I played.
Do you play on the PlayStation? You play on a PlayStation controller, or do you play on Xbox controller?
I did at first, and then with the money that I won playing on it, I bought a converter.
Nice. All
Now
right.
you're back on Xbox.
Everything on my desk is through MK. So my PC, my monitors, soundbar, PlayStation, all from MK.
That's what's up.
So you went from. Go ahead.
But yeah, like I was saying, I went from getting shit on Xbox to literally, you know, that was like my place to level up. And I was blessed to be around the friend group of, you know, Audi, Neutral is Key, Pure. We all used to play Injustice back on Xbox. This is when we were Xbox boys. They were literally like my only source to level up, because not only are top players Hollywood, but they won't give you games unless you, like, I want to say, in a Patreon, or you've bodied them in bracket. You literally have to beat them in order for them to play you. That's literally how it works. And that's why, like, most of the time when someone, you know, they ask me to play, I try to, you know, take the time out and give them like a quick first to 5 or something, because I definitely know how it feels to try to level up and nobody's, you know, answering you. Like, okay.
I have a question.
First to 5 is gonna be quick, boy.
I had a question since you just brought that up. I haven't spoken in a little minute and shit like that. So, when you say that you try to give an opportunity, right? But no, I would like, you have folks that are trying to level up and everything like that. So you try to take the opportunity to give them a chance to play. Are you one of those type of players? Because, you know, obviously you're fucking good at the game. You know what I'm saying? You're a highly touted player. Are you one of those type of people that actually just beat the shit out of the person that's fighting them? Like, yeah, GG's, you know, I did my bit. Or are you one of those type of people that's like, okay, so I just fucked you up, but here's why. This is what you can do to improve. This is how you do this. This is how you stop this from happening to you. Because I encountered some folks, you know, that are pretty good players, and they'll like beat your ass for like 2 fucking hours, and it's just like, go lab it.
Yeah, no, that doesn't bring me any enjoyment. If you ever come by my streams, a lot of the times if I am streaming, it's viewer sets only. I don't really play KO because.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because KO is just dog shit.
And I know that you were talking about giving out $5 to whoever beat you in the first to 5.
Oh yeah, that's just because I'm, you know, on the sack right now. You feel me? But other than that, that's just like a no-go. But yeah, the last like 3 people, like literally, like I will sit there, pause my music, and explain to them what they're doing wrong and what they could do better. I want to say there's been a handful of people where I actually like went in practice with them and sat there for 30 minutes and, you know, try to teach them the matchup, but like that's just not for me. I cannot personally train someone. What I can do is I'll play you, I'll notice the tendencies that you're doing and what you're not doing, and I'll give you like a brief summary of what you could be doing better and what to do going forward. Whatever they do with that information, that's what they do. But other than that, you know, I'm not gonna just, you know, 50-0 somebody and be like, yeah, GG's, and then just walk away.
Right.
That does nothing for me, and it does nothing for you. Not really. It doesn't do anything for them. Like they can level up off that, experience itself. But if I'm not telling you, what you're doing wrong, you're not gonna know.
So my next question I have for you, right? What is the training regimen for you? Like, I think that a lot of people under normal circumstances don't get to see how a lot of these top level players actually become top level players. So like, are you one of those people that stay in the lab, put on some fucking music, and just like try to do the exact same optimal string, or like try to find different paths to get to the most damage output? Like, what is it for? What would you tell the next person that's trying to be like the next Hijinx? Like, how do I do that?
All right. So this is what I say a lot about just games in general. I feel like depending on what you're playing, game knowledge is 80% of how far you're gonna go as a player. Well, not. I feel like technically in this game knowledge is 80% and execution is 20. I've played Jackie so much to the point where I close my eyes and do combos. I don't go in training mode and look for new routes because I already found the optimal routes. Things like that, when you've been playing for such a long time, they just come really quickly. It's like an hour or two of labbing. And I feel like what it really comes down to is knowing your options in certain matchups and knowing what you can do to counterplay these other characters. Sitting in practice mode doing the same combo a million times isn't going to help you unless you really can't do that combo. Is going to help, but to level up as a player, I think you need to not only understand the game fundamentally and to why people are doing certain things, but you need to understand the characters you're playing against, their options to what you're doing and your options to what they're doing. That's what I would do if you're trying to level up.
Just lab all your options. But
So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's not even lab your options. It's more so. I want to say there's 3 key things that you need to know at MK11. The type of player you're playing, the matchup knowledge, and then your overall just game sense. If those 3 things are like top tier, the reason why you're losing comes down to literally like minimal decisions in game. And you can work off that, but you need to understand the type of player you're playing, the character you're playing against, and your fundamentals as a whole.
all right. Yeah, it sounds pretty clean cut. Yeah.
So you go from getting one of the biggest sets of your life in, $730 later. Then it seems like after you do that, you go and you do something that you've wanted to do forever. So it seems like you're riding this wave here. You go and you beat self-proclaimed best Shang Tsung in Florida. You beat him. Talking about Zentai.
This is not the first time, but carry on.
But it's not the first time. This is the first time I've seen you post about it. You seemed so excited about it that I thought maybe it was like, oh, he did it. He finally beat Zentai or something. But
I'll tell you what fueled me, because I understand where you're getting at. I don't know what his problem is with me, but
Oh no.
we've got some good Zentai stories. We have some really good Zentai.
I really genuinely don't understand his problem with me. But it doesn't matter where I'm at and who I'm playing. If I'm on stream and I lose, he's there to say something about it.
Yeah.
So
That is, I've noticed that as well.
So I'm like sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, this is a grown ass man just waiting in the Twitch chat
To say some shit.
Like, when I was playing in the Fight Factory, he was literally lurking in the chat, waiting for me to lose. And then I won, and he's like, "Oh, nice try." I'm like, "Okay." So
oh my god, that's so petty.
I want to say this has been like 6 streams, to where like I feel like every time I play in something, 100% gonna get top 8, unless it's like something like real fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I usually place top 3. He is always there when I lose, just like talking some shit. So I'm like, all right. There was one time in the 2v2 tournament.
Yeah.
I was playing with Slink, and his Xbox controller was broke,
Uh-huh.
and he was just playing on the PS4 pad. And you know, obviously, if you're a main on the Xbox pad, you're not
It's
gonna
gonna
play
be
as
different.
good,
Yeah.
right? And not to like shit on him too much, but essentially, I had to carry us all the way to the point where we got
Hey,
to.
hey, hey, hey! No Royal Tribe slander over here.
That's what I was saying earlier.
no Royal
He
Tribe
posted
slander
about
over
it.
here.
Hijinx
He
doesn't
posted
take
about it.
sides.
I don't
Yeah,
care what
I'm
the
not
fuck
hearing about
we
that.
say. I don't care what
But
fuck we say.
anyway,
Ain't no Royal Tribe
I
slander time
basically
around.
had to carry us to all the way there, and
Yeah.
he had died to Dat Shinobi,
Oh man.
and I had to play Dat Shinobi and DJT.
Oh fuck.
So I beat Dat Shinobi, and I took it final round versus DJT, and
Okay.
I lost. And this was to get into grand finals to fight Hayate and Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
So that L was like a different L. Like I was just down bad that day.
Yeah.
You were so close.
And then literally after hours of just like sitting there and playing, you know, then you finally get to that point and you just get fucked and you're like, damn.
Yeah. Damn. You just want to sit and chill and like decompress. Mm-hmm.
So this was my breaking point. I had to play an Outworld set.
Yeah.
And I had to play Zentai.
Oh, good.
And I was bummed out. Like I was already, you know, just down bad from like that whole 2v2 tournament.
Yeah.
And I really didn't want to play it, so I was like, fuck it. I just played it.
Yeah.
And he beat me 3-0. And then he was like fishing about it. So I'm like, yo, are you happy because you beat me when I really like didn't even want to play the game?
Yeah.
So then since then we just like didn't like each other. And every time I lost, no matter where it was, he was just there. So when I finally caught him in tournament and I 3-0'd the fuck out of him, I just made sure that he knew that he was my bitch that day. So
God damn.
Okay.
I had to,
Fuck.
yeah, I had to let all that energy out. So
Yeah.
and then,
'Cause I was-
just so it's on record, I even came into his stream and said, "Money match me $50," and he banned me and declined. So
Damn.
there's
He
that.
banned you?
Yep, banned me from the chat and declined it. So there's that.
Yeah.
He also took it out of the game, which was
That's
really
kinda
weird
weak
to
as
me.
hell.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
weird.
he told me keep the same energy. So after that, I just blocked him. And when I see him, I see him. We'll just leave that at that.
I think Zentai we've known to be super quick to be angry with people and then super quick to apologize for it. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
Oh
I
no,
don't-
we're definitely on, you know, different ends of, you know, our outlooks. So we're just I personally, if he came up to me and apologized, it's still fuck him because he wanted to take it out the game. So
Yeah.
Forever.
I don't have
Yeah.
any respect for him, especially since like, you know, you're taking it out the game. This is now a personal level to where you took it to. So like
Yeah.
you can't just be like, unless you're sincerely sorry, like I'm not gonna hear it. When I see you, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think that apology is coming anytime soon. He and Gruesome used to go back and forth all the time, like all the time. We have so many Zentai stories because of it.
Yo, let me tell you. Okay, so Kevin McCollin, he runs. Well, a new one's upcoming. I want to say in like this Friday coming up. I don't really know the name off the top of my head to promote it, but just know he has something coming out. And
That was gonna be our next topic too. It's just covering a whole bunch of different like community events and stuff.
I
going
want to
on.
say, he lost to somebody.
Uh-huh.
Like immediately. And he,
Kevin or
Zentai? Zentai lost to somebody immediately in that tournament. He literally came in the Twitch chat and said, "Sick seating, bro. DQ me." And like, once I saw that, I was like, "Wow, you're just like actually a fucking dickhead." Like, so once
the seating doesn't matter. Be good or don't.
Yeah.
bro,
He's
like
good.
6
He's
seats,
good.
what? So after that happened, like I just assessed his personality, and I've noticed that whenever he does lose, he's like a really sore loser. So like that, you know, on top of everything he's been doing in like Twitch chat, to just like, it's just like on my meat when I'm playing and like just preying on my downfall. So when I finally caught him, I was like, yeah, bitch. And I just posted that.
Bitch. Yeah.
So that's what happened with that.
Yeah.
That was my, you know, problem with him. It's because he would literally sit in chat and go, Ah, yes, Hijinxfgc.
Yeah, he's just
And
like
then
this.
just gets to typing when I lose. Like, okay, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you happy?
I don't know. I personally haven't had any bad. I'm gonna stop right there because I have had a lot of bad experiences with a few people in this community. But like, I guess with like Zintai and like the whole Combat Island people, like I haven't really had anything happen. I know he's around like preying on you a lot, a couple other people, but like, I just don't know. Like, I try to stay away. I'm gonna try and stay away from all this drama. I know I'm not. I haven't been like good past like a certain point, but you know, there's always room for change. There's always time for change.
You're trying your best though. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Some people are just.
And that's the thing is that like some
that.
people just don't, right? They don't try at all. Some people stick to the timelines. Some people stick to shit that they probably shouldn't stick to, and thrive off that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying?
It's corny.
It's hella corny, and I just don't. I don't know. That's a topic for another day though. But yeah, bro, I just wanted to say congrats on your huge wins, bro. On top of that 730 from Outworlds, bro, you won $300, right, from the Slayer Koth?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I was right. I was right behind you at 200. And bro, that Koth was something else. It was hella entertaining to watch you play, and you know it was fun playing alongside you. Like you're a hell of a competitor, bro. You pour your heart, your soul, your mind, everything into your gameplay, and it's fantastic. And I know you're also repping MCG. How is things over at MCG? I've heard a lot of different things, but how is it over there?
All right, so I'm gonna keep this brief and just tell you like my true feelings on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I enjoy the leader a lot. I feel like the leader he's a very upstanding guy. He's really respectable.
Who's the leader of MCG?
Yeah, I think it's Slick
Where's
2G.
this,
Yeah,
right?
where's all this coming from? Where's all this coming from?
He's definitely like he's just a stand-up guy. He makes you feel at home. The only problem that I'm having, I want to say the problem with me and MCG that really isn't making me feel like, you know, I fit in there. There isn't really I want to say a social outlet to where like
there's not really communication.
There is communication in chat, but as far as, you know, being like real cool with somebody like homies, like I haven't
brotherhood
found a spot,
Yeah.
right, to where I'm just like, I can't wait to get on and talk to MCG XXX or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like things are strictly, you know, kept in the chat,
Strictly business, yeah.
and then there's like a friend group that strays off and does their own thing. But it isn't super, you know, what's the word? It isn't super interactive.
Open interactive.
What
Right.
did you hear, Macab? What did you hear?
I
You said I've heard some things. What did you hear?
I've heard a lot of different things. I've heard things that
Give me one.
MCG is good. Like, okay, I guess we'll crack this open. I've heard things like MCG is good. Like they look out for their players. There's
Oh no, they definitely do. Like
yeah, like they look out for their players.
Cut you off. Let me just cut you off real quick.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
My D-pad broke.
And
I just didn't have money at the moment. Nobody
Oh
around me had money.
yeah, you posted about this.
yeah.
Yeah, nobody around me had money, and it was like around Christmas. Everyone was broke. I had hit the leader up. I was like, yo, I got literally. This is exactly what I said. I was like, yo, I have the Slayer King of the Hill coming up. Not even the Dylan Lloyd King of the Hill coming up.
Yeah.
And the Outworld top 8. I need a new pad. Could you spot me this money? And when I win it, I'll give it back to you.
Yeah.
And he didn't even have me pay back the full 60. He had me send him 40, which was like really. That's what I'm saying.
That's cool.
That's sick.
He's
cool.
a really cool guy. He looks out for his players. But the only problem I'm having is it's just it doesn't really feel like.
Doesn't feel like all
The
open,
brotherhood.
like, united.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a
There's
home.
no unity.
Like you know, when you're just like, ah, yeah, that's, you know,
There's no
I
unity.
look out
There's,
for these people. I know him on a personal level. There's like 2 people on MCG that I talk to on a personal level.
uh-huh.
Not even like 1, and even then, I don't even really talk about my life like that. So
Right.
How
just
long
my
have you
only
how long
problem.
have you been with MCG?
I want to say 2 months.
Okay, so it's still I mean it's still fairly
No,
new
but that's
in that.
that's the thing. Let's not do that.
I got COVID in Chicago.
Uh,
I got COVID in Chicago.
what was I gonna say? By now, you know, me being in this long, you would see that there's, you know, all right, not to like branch out to, you know, other teams, but
No,
like
yeah.
with TGC, the Golden Coalition,
Uh-huh.
they're literally always in voice call. Same thing with Island.
Uh-huh.
They're all always in voice call. Like they're
Same
just
thing with Papa Cap too. I've noticed that as well with the Fight Club.
yeah.
Mhm.
I just feel like
talks
the
so
disconnect there is just like the communication and like, you know, people being, you know, super friendly to each other.
What did you hear, Papa Cap? What? You still haven't.
What did you hear?
What did you hear?
I'll
that was
debunk
one,
it for you.
that
I'll
was-
debunk it for you. Go ahead.
That was one
You
of
got
the
the
things.
whole.
That
You
was
got
one
the
of the things.
source.
That was one of the things that I wanted to touch base on, because it's like I see a lot of I don't want to say like fucked up shit. I would rather say stuff that hasn't been touched based on or strong leadership has taken command of. As far as like other clans, I don't know about SIK. I don't know if they got good communication or what's going on.
I know. See, that's
for
the
a
thing.
fact
I've
that-
been in their streams and they're
Yeah.
always in there just like having a ball.
Yeah, everyone's talking to each other. Like you got my
Getting
people
blue
Fight
ball.
Club that's talking to each other. You got Luminary. You got SIK. You got Golden Coalition. You got all these different clans talking to each other in like personal with each other, like on a family level, like it's a fucking family. That's how it should be. That's how a team should be. You should all be there looking out for each other as one central unit, right? Because that's what we are, we're family. But going back to what you said with MCG, how there's like a certain branch of players or like a branch of people kind of separating themselves from the bunch and doing their own kind of thing. That sounds to me like
No, it's not even that. You took my words out of context. That's
Oh.
definitely not what it is.
So it's not that.
I just feel like they're. See, this is the thing. This team has been on for years,
Uh-huh.
and they literally send people offline. I feel like their community
Yeah.
and their like bond is basically offline.
Uh-huh.
And right now, Royal Tribe, your team,
Yeah.
TGC,
We're
Island.
all online. Yeah.
This was all made recently through
Mhm.
COVID. So
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah,
I can
there's definitely
understand
a more
that.
established. Yeah, this is just like an established of, you know, communication and just people just being there all the time, especially with the COVID thing. Like people don't really, you know,
Uh-huh.
some people
But
are out of work.
This, yeah. This online transfer, dude, like it has, because we were building up such momentum. The Fight Factory is only a year old. We were building up
Right.
such a momentum that offline split or online split us. Black Jesus and Gruesome both left the Fight Factory. They both were like, "Oh, the offline thing is not for me." You know, there were the 3v3 like really ripped it apart. And Black Jesus does his own thing. He and I are still super cool. Gruesome does his thing with MCG on your team. But I can say that the offline thing is so challenging to keep that social thing up that, you know, when you join a clan or what do you call them? Team, when you join a team like that, then you see other teams that are constantly socializing and with each other. I could see how that could be like, well, why aren't we doing that?
Yeah.
But also, how do you force something like that? You know, that's the other
You can't
thing.
really
but that-
force it because then it'll just be unnatural.
Yeah,
It'll,
you
like-
can't. Yeah, you can't force stuff like that. But that's not my problem with the team. I'm just saying that as like I see, you know, there's like a disconnect in that area.
Yeah.
Cause I'm really cool with TGC. I'm like always in their VC like all the time. I don't really need that to, you know, be a part of a team.
Uh-huh.
As long as, you know,
You're being looked out for. One way or another.
not even being looked out for, just feeling welcomed. And not
Right.
only, you know, being looked out for is like an up, but like just feeling
Gold
this
Coalition,
sense of
home.
security.
Yeah.
you
Gold
know,
Coalition has some absolute fucking monsters.
Yeah, the Golden Coalition is
They have
probably
some
one of
And
the
Zero
better.
Blue Yeah.
One of the better put together teams.
They are fucking
One Wick,
monsters.
Blade. They got a nice fucking team over there. Kevin did an amazing job putting that fucking team together.
No, they.
And
I mean,
this is after all the teams were established too.
after all the teams were. I was just about to say that this one came late. You know,
Super late.
Like I just they've got some monsters in there.
I'm just surprised at how he's got that many killers on his team. Like he is solid.
He's
And
dope.
He does his own graphics.
He's dope.
He does his own his own shit. Like for his people, banners, logos, graphics.
Yeah, not to like me ride him, but like
Yeah.
after being around him so much and just talking to him, he's like a really likable person.
Yeah.
So I can see.
He's awesome. I love Kevin.
Yeah, I can see why.
I've never talked to that. I've never talked to him my whole
You
life.
have
I've only
to.
seen his shit.
You have to.
I've never talked to him, but he's dope. Like just seeing his stuff and like the stuff that they're doing over at the Golden Coalition, how many great players he somehow boarded. I was like, this is crazy.
And this is anyone who's watching this and you're thinking about hosting an event. This is something that you need to take into account. He literally has a person who's literally their only job is to run the bracket and make sure things go smooth. Dream Eater has the same thing with Zombie Sweat.
Yeah.
And these are the only two people besides you, because I know you have I don't know your name. I don't want to call you Suka because he's Suka. Suka Jr. You're there like making sure.
That's why I need you on more often. See, they don't know you. They think you're like my mini me. No, this is Nev. He does a lot of the back end work now. That Black Jesus used to be our TO, and when he left, he and I figured out how to TO together, and he does most of the back end stuff now. So yeah,
because people don't appreciate that.
best
Like,
as we
that's
possibly
key.
can.
That's key in running an event. And like what he has with Tat and what Dream Eater has with Zombie Sweat, like it makes these things 20 times more enjoyable.
Yeah.
There's nothing I hate more than a ghetto tournament. Like brackets aren't moving, people aren't moderating the shit.
ESL cough. Yeah.
That's what was killing me about this. That killed me with this. This has one of my favorite streams. I'll tune in just to watch because the shit that he says is funny and like. But his tournament was so fucking slow, and I don't think it was actually his fault. I mean, I guess you could put blame on him. Man, he had no help. Like he was running the bracket, trying to commentate, trying to rally fighters, like trying to do everything on his own. Dude,
it's possible, but it's just way too hard.
Oh, I had to pop out. There was like 25 minutes between matches at one point. I was like, dude, I can't stick around for this. Like, I gotta jump off. Like while I'm editing or whatever, I'll usually have someone's Twitch channel running while I'm editing to kind of support the channel and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he's gotten dicked out of being partnered like 100 times already, it's like, okay, well I'll throw you on. And it was like I can't listen to you cuss at people anymore.
And
Yeah.
well, one thing I wanted to say before I go too, because I have food on the way. It should be here like any minute.
Oh, yeah, no,
But I definitely want to see way more events coming out of the Fight Factory, because you guys definitely. I want to say the brand is there, but people. This is one thing that like everyone really needs to understand. We talked about this already too. Money speaks. Nobody, unless it's super genuine, nobody wants to just go and play for free.
Yeah.
Especially what you did too with the entry fee to contribute towards the pot.
Yeah.
That's a really, really, really good idea. And I feel like not only does that, it basically weeds out those I don't care, I'm gonna play in this, if I lose I'm not gonna report my score, whatever, I want 0-2.
Yeah.
That's the whole thought process behind it. That's the whole thought process. If you pay your $5, do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah,
That's
we got
so
your
smart.
money anyways. Yeah.
Literally, that's what was wrong with Vis's tournament. Not only are these people who played in it are people who played on his exhibition, but they don't really give a fuck if they lose. They're like, yeah, I lost, DQ me. Like that's corny.
Yeah,
If like say I bought this fucking, I don't know, a whisk for eggs,
Right.
and like if I didn't pay for it, it would just be sitting in the drawer.
random fucking example.
I'm so excited about this, though. Let it ride. Please, Chicago, let it ride. I'm so excited about this analogy.
If I didn't pay for this, I would literally just look at it in the fucking draw and just be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. But if I paid for something, obviously, I'm going to use the fuck out of it.
Right.
If you invest into something, like say I bought Joker. I didn't have Joker. I finally bought him. I'm not just going to, oh, I have Joker now. I'm not going to play him. Like, if you're putting money into something, you're not only investing your money, but like at that point, you have to,
your time.
Not even investing your time. You want to make something out of that investment you have. So if you're playing $5 to go, 0-1 and want to DQ, that's on you. But
here's my big issue.
Person's mindset. Go for it.
My big issue. There's two things that happened. One, we lost Black Jesus. That was a big blow to Nev and I, because we were literally talking to Black Jesus earlier in that. I was talking to Black Jesus earlier in that week. He was like, "All right, I'm in this. If like we can make it work with the other two, cool." And then we had a meeting, and he dropped out. So him dropping out was a huge blow to us. And so we had to kind of rethink what we were going to do, because I was like, "All right, well, I can't run this on my own. I'm, because I've got a film studio that I run, and so." Right. What happened is that we got a payout on Twitch. It was a $250 payout for 1 month. And we were like, holy shit, people are watching. People are tuning in. So we gave all that money back. We were like, okay, let's do a big tournament. And if that's our last event we ever do, cool. Like, it'll be a cool way to say goodbye or whatever. Right. Then we kept getting subscribers. They kept coming back even without Black Jesus being involved anymore. And it was like, holy shit. They're attaching themselves to the Fight Factory identity. Like, this is cool. But we did the $5 thing, and that was a big point of contention for Black Jesus and Gruesome. Was like, I would say all the time, well, there's all these free tournaments online. Why would anybody pay to do a tournament if there's all these free ones online? Yeah. Right. But Neb and I, we said, fuck it, let's charge them and see what happens. Yeah. So, and because of that, everybody showed up except for two people. Three people. Three people DQ'd themselves just because, but it didn't matter because we already had their $5. Yeah, and we just threw it in the pot. But the $5 thing is so important because A, it helps ensure that people are going to show up. And B,
they have a stake in the game.
Yeah, and B, it makes them care about it. You know what I mean?
Right. It's a whole different atmosphere.
Because there is this scary thing behind online tournaments that people don't realize, is that we're not making $1 million off of this. Most of the time we're a small organization, and for people to be like, "Well, I only want to fight in tournaments with payouts." Well, okay, we fucking get it. Yeah. I only want to have a Twitch channel if there's subscribers.
Like the money comes
we
from
get
somewhere.
It. Like, this is a lot of work, but like to give the community ownership of it. Like, let me just be super clear. I think it's fucking dope that Outworld doesn't charge you to be in Outworld. But Outworld also has a big bevy of subscribers that help facilitate that pot and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's dope. We're getting to that spot. We average 25 subscribers a month right now, and I think it's because people are attaching themselves to the brand, the identity of the Fight Factory.
It's the content that you guys are putting out. It's something that they will want to put money for. It's all about enterprise and marketing and capitalism. You're not going to spend money on some shit that you don't really fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So like, that's definitely a big kudos to what it is that you guys are doing.
Exactly. And not to make this into the Fight Factory show, I just really appreciate the kind words that you just said, Hijinx, but we also listen to critiques. Like, we had people leave our Discord because of the 3v3. Like, we had Ava left our Discord, Fated Fury left a lot of people left our Discord because the 3v3 was so fucking insane. But then they came back, gave us critiques, and we were like, all right, dope, we're listening, let's move on. I think it's going to take a lot of work rebuilding the community because it was really, I know it may not sound like a big deal, but like coming off the high that was the Soulmaster exhibition, where we had like 50 something players, there was a badass custom trophy that Gur won, a big prize pot, the whole 9 yards. And then for the 3v3 to flop like that was a big blow to our momentum. And so we had to build back. And that's why we did the Home for the Holidays thing. And I really appreciate you, shouting that out. That's cool. We have full plans to do a tournament more often, especially now that these subscribers are sticking around.
That's awesome.
Cause yeah, like I said, if there's a bracket, I'm in it.
Well, there will be.
Count me in too.
There will be.
See, cause that's the thing. Like a lot of people like to, see the 2 wins that I got recently and just think about that. Like yeah, cool. That's like $1,000, and the Outworld one was like, I want to say it's the one that just solidified what I already believed in. You know.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand is all these like little tournaments, whether the prize will be $10, $30, $50. I've made more money playing in all those tournaments than I've won in that $1,000 week. So I want to say, out of all the small tournaments that I've played in and won money out of, I've won about at least $1,600 just off that. And this is that's the thing. It's not only
It's not about the money, right? Yeah.
No, it's not even that it's not about the money. It's just that the grind has to be there in order for you to, win something like that. You're not just gonna wake up one day and beat all the fucking top players in bracket just because you were feeling like Superman that day. It's not how it happens. Everybody starts from somewhere, and from ground up.
Accumulative,
it's just how you take it.
100%. It's accumulative, 100%. It's a thing that just keeps building on itself and building on itself.
You gotta take a lot of losses before you take on them.
No,
Yeah.
like straight losing, straight.
Really
There's been so many times where like I've gotten better at it, but like losing to this day like still really irks me. I don't like losing, and when I lose, like I get super angry about it, and like it's not even like anger, but sometimes like I'll even be sad about it. Like damn, I really just lost that. Like
Yeah.
this is what I do. This is like what I have all my attention based on right now. And anyone can just sit there, oh, this is how I met Papa Cap. And he was talking about how I have no offline results and I got on my Heidi and beat the fuck out of him. But we're not gonna talk about that.
Wait, when did that happen? Hold on.
I remember that.
Hang on. When did that happen?
I was at work. I saw that live. That happened.
The Xbox Jackie,
Okay.
you remember that.
Oh shit, I remember.
remember
Yeah, that's right.
that.
I remember.
But yeah,
Yeah.
nobody can discredit me because not only am I doing what I'm doing, but I've made so much money to the point to where I could give a fuck about what you're saying over there.
Look,
I really like the attitude you have. Like that, honestly, I do. Like I like your vibe. I love being able to like kick it with you and just kind of like bullshit around and talk about what it's like being there. And that's something I think that I don't think that's going anywhere. I don't think you're going to go to Hollywood. You know what I mean? I don't think any of that's going to happen. I think it's going to be hijinks that we see now. It's the hijinks we're going to have, 6 months from now.
I have to tone back my personality because I'm like a super fucking toxic sometimes, and like there's just certain shit that I can't say.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like I almost tweeted out some like really bad shit about Zentai, and I just had to sit there and think like, okay, I'm on the team. I have a lot of people watching me. I can't do this.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of shit that I want to say too.
I have to do that too, though. There are things as an organizer that you can't really fuck around with. You're not an organizer, but all I'm saying is I understand where you're coming from. It's like there are times where like I want to jump on the Fight Factory, and be like, yo, blah 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 blah. But then I'm like, man, I can't do that. I don't have that luxury. I got to calm down. And I think that you being a top player now, it's the same boat. It's like, do you really need to get involved? I don't know.
Yeah, there's certain things that I see and I don't speak on just for like, the simple fact that it's just unneeded, negative energy. So
I think that
and like some of the things I say too, like when I'm around, like I would be canceled right now. Like if you ever heard like a PlayStation party with like me and my homies and we're like sitting there, like I definitely have to not only adjust the way I talk, but like how I carry myself sometimes in order to just
keep it up.
not be the bad person.
Man, at least you're not DDoSing people.
yeah, at least you're not fucking DDoSing.
At least you're
people.
not ruining fucking events with thousands of people just for shits and giggles.
Remember that one time we had a guest who
That
was
kid's
like,
a
"Yeah, I
fucking
DDoS
loser.
people."
Yeah.
Also, do you want to know my birthday? Like, do you
Yeah.
remember that fucking guy?
Yeah,
What
that
a
guy.
great
That
guest.
was awesome.
A
That was
great
awesome.
guest, Papa Cap.
Now look, bro. I'm sorry, I didn't know it'd go like that. Okay, I thought it was gonna be more interesting. We all did at one point, but I guess
I
we were just
thought-
mistaken.
I was hoping for something amazing. That was just
Yeah,
the
me too.
biggest.
Yeah, I
waste
break
of my time.
PlayStations and I sell them. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the next step? No, it's Dawson.
He
Bro,
said,
it's Dawson,
he
bro.
legitimately said, "You guys want to ask me some personal questions?"
Me and my
Yeah.
girlfriend, yeah.
No,
I do
nobody
other
wants-
stuff out of like, just hitting people offline. I
You're
my
the
girlfriend.
I think it's
Bro,
great.
she's miserable. Like, literally miserable.
Mm.
But yeah, just I wanted to tell anybody, out there listening, if you're doing something and you have an end goal and you feel like it's not working, do not give up, because one day you can be this like little fucking ant on the floor, and the next thing you know, you're the universe. So
I think that's really good advice.
I think it's great advice.
Because like today, people are really into instant gratification. It feels
Super
like,
quick, yeah.
but like things
Yeah.
take time, and you gotta realize that, and that's a good mindset to have.
I think things
Yeah.
things are just more rewarding with time and effort put into it. I've been doing this Twitch shit
Yeah.
for about 2 years, and I'm blessed to be where I'm at right now. With all the friends that I made along the way, and it feels rewarding to me knowing that I put in grind and time and effort, like all you guys did too. And it's just rewarding to feel like up there, rather than just say, oh, here's this shit, enjoy it while it lasts,
Yeah,
Instead of
because
just
there's
keeping it
people
up.
like okay, this is just an example off the top of my head. Let me see. Who's a streamer that's just like, all right, I can't
Underrated?
think of someone specifically because it's not even underrated, because I don't want to like throw anyone under the bus.
Mhm.
But there's definitely people who they hop on, and literally the people around them
Are just
source
yeah.
they source their viewership.
I
They're
get you.
supporting this person.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you entirely. Hmm.
Nobody gave a fuck about me when I was on Xbox. Like, I literally like, I have so many DMs from people where I'm like, "Yo, can we play? I'm trying to level up," and I'm just like blank. And not only do you get that satisfaction of you did that yourself, but like you're building a community of people who are, I don't want to say
Devoted and dedicated to you instead of sourcing just for you.
they're
'Cause
basically
it's your name.
there
Uh-huh.
because they genuinely fuck with you and they fuck with your content.
Exactly.
Some
That's
of these
more rewarding
people,
to me.
yeah, some of these people are just riding like clout waves,
Exactly.
and
Huh?
that does nothing for you. That's what Prince Panther did, and
Yep.
he
Because he threw
boots,
so much
They're
money
like
into
a-
the community.
yeah, he boots up a stream and there's like fucking 5 viewers of him playing KO.
Yep.
It's like, oh,
Unless there's like a $5,000
Remember-
money tag,
remember when he
price
was-
tag next to it. And then
Remember
you
when he
got
was
500 people.
popular? Like,
Yeah.
remember when like
I
you
remember when he
couldn't
was
go
popular.
anywhere without seeing Prince Panther?
Yep.
You
Yeah.
hop on his janky ass stream for. It's
yeah, you see
Yeah.
that's the thing. He
it's
bought,
so janky.
he
He bought
definitely
so much
bought
shit.
his viewership. And
Yeah.
the money, that's what I was saying, money talks, but like you have to find that consistency of outputting money and growing your base foundation.
Money talks.
The
The
it
bank,
do- it
yeah,
just
the
doesn't
Bank
mean-
of Suka is not open. You got to put in on this, man. The Bank of Suka is not here.
Money talks, man. But if you don't have the enjoyment of what you're doing, if you don't have like the pride and devotion and like sense of security that I love what I'm fucking doing and I'm gonna keep doing it no matter if the money's coming in, right? Like if you don't have that behind the money, it don't mean shit. Period.
I
And
agree with that.
another thing that I did was recently, so like that's cool that I'm like winning all these things, but like I feel like there's definitely a cult following when
Yeah.
you're basing and branding yourself off certain things, like being a
For sure.
stan or just like
Yeah.
there's
no,
definitely other
sure.
ones, but I'm not gonna speak about it out loud because people are sensitive.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, let's not.
basically, me as a player, to where I've built my little community. Whenever
Uh-huh.
I stream, for the most part, I have 12, 15 viewers solid, like the whole time.
Right.
And that doesn't really bother me, because I'm casually streaming, and if anything, I'm playing other players. On a good day, people drop hosts, like it shoots the fuck up. But I noticed that today, I literally said, I'm running first to fives. You know, first person to beat me gets $5. Literally instantly, the stream went from 20 viewers 0 to 20. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
And then at one point I was at 35, and everyone just kept asking me for a set. And then once I revealed to them the queue of players, I
Yeah.
saw that it dropped. I was like, wow. See, I really
Yeah.
just want some $5. Like you're
Yeah.
down bad right now.
Yeah.
But money.
Building that personality and building that brand that people want to keep coming back to, it's not an easy thing, man. I mean, part of my job is to build brands for people.
It's hard. You have to be
It's a
likable.
lot of time.
You have to
takes a
be
lot of
likable. Because I'm definitely not like the most, social person. Like I'm not gonna sit there and have like a fucking 8-hour conversation about your dog or something.
Yeah.
So whenever you come in my stream, just what's good, and you're just chilling. It's not super interactive. I'm not doing anything like super cringe, like fucking raging for viewers. Like
Yeah.
I
Who's
just feel
that guy
like
you sent me? Who was that guy you sent me a video of?
Oh,
YouTube
God.
guy. What's his name? Dolomite? No.
No.
Dollar Bill?
No.
Dolan. There's this Fortnite player who makes all of it. Was Fortnite?
It was Fortnite.
There's this Fortnite. He has a-
Delor. Yep.
That's it,
Yeah.
dude. Ned sent me a video of this guy. That's how he makes
Making
his.
keyboards and shit. Yep.
Fucking trash game.
That's how he made his
I'll be right
fucking
back real quick.
All
to
right.
fame. His claim to fame was.
yeah.
Just
I
put
think he
keyboards
does.
and shit
I think he
over
does
it. Yep.
actually have rage problems.
No, he was good though.
Yeah.
Like he wins a bunch of stuff, but his whole thing was he
Mhm.
built his brand off
Off
of
of raging.
insane rages, and it was so funny. The video that he sent me.
It's the same thing
Just-
with Tyler One and like a bunch of other big streamers now. Like they all have their one unique thing that got them up there. Delor's
And
like
their kids are gonna look at Dr. Disrespect.
yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. But like I thought Delor was pretty funny. Like he had it going for him until he didn't anymore because he got banned off Twitch permanently. But yeah,
I thought it was so funny. The
I thought
videos
it
that
was
he
funny.
sent me.
It was fucking funny as hell. How he was breaking the keyboards, and I think he
Yeah.
took like a box of cheeses one time and threw it at his setup, and the cheese just went everywhere.
Did you guys see that one video of the guy breaking his desk? He starts beating the shit out of his desk, and like
Yeah,
he just,
with the
I mean, he
keyboard.
just wrecks the whole
Things are
desk.
flying up.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the one Spanish dude who's raging at CS:GO, and he was just boom, boom, and like
It's like, this is a great
think
game.
so.
This is a great game. And he just starts like hammer fisting his fucking
Yep.
cardboard desk and like just blows a hole in it.
Yep.
You shouldn't do that. I feel like if you're trying to build like an actual foundation of people who genuinely care about you and what you're doing, just stay true to yourself. Don't
Bum 163
don't
is a
cater
good
to the
example.
masses.
Gotta
That's one thing you
build
can't do.
Yeah.
good community.
And just stay true to yourself. And if that's not working, you need to figure out what's going on with your content. And if
Yeah.
that's not working too, I don't know what to tell you at that point. But just stay true to yourself and don't put on a facade for people to find you more enjoyable.
For sure. It should be genuine. I think it should be genuine. But also at
really
the same
bug-
time, people all have like their own personalities and ways that they would like to run a business. Like for example, McDonald's. They're known for the golden arches. That's their trademark. That's their logo, right?
Da-da-da-da.
Exactly. I'm loving it. And Burger King's got the fucking Burger King. But like I think people nowadays with building Twitch channels, they think that they can use other people's sort of logos or claims to fame rather than finding something unique to themselves. And that's why a lot of Twitch channels nowadays are not succeeding, because they are trying to copy what other people are doing instead of sticking to their own content. You know what I'm saying? And that's
I also think that it's just something to do for a lot of people, and then when it doesn't work right away, it's like, well, this is
Yeah.
boring. You know what I mean? Like, it took me a long time to get into streaming. I was like, okay. I mean, I know why I have to do it, but but now I love it. Now it's like, oh, okay, this is fun.
Yeah.
And I don't even look at the number. I don't look at the numbers that much anymore. I really
used
don't.
to for like the first year, back when I started out playing Rainbow Six
I'm
Siege
good.
with my PS4 ghetto streams and shit. But like after that year, I thought to myself, you know what? Partner's a hell of a ways away. I'm already affiliate. I'm just gonna start doing it for fun. because I love my fighting games. I love my communities. I love my stuff that I do. So why not enjoy it instead of worrying about like numbers, you know? And
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
When you put up a facade, it starts to become a job for you to, you know, put on.
Exactly. You don't want to go live. You're just like, oh, fuck.
You're literally putting on a mask, and you're
Hit
like,
that, hit that go stream button. Exactly.
That's what they're watching you for. They're not watching you for you. They're watching you for this
for the
facade
rage.
you're putting
Yeah.
on.
But I also feel like if you stick to one category of streaming, you're gonna attract that one audience regardless of how you build yourself. You know, and if you go,
I don't know about that.
If you go and try, well,
I think so. I think that if Outworld tried doing Tekken
or
don't
Street
think it-
Fighter or some other shit, it wouldn't go well because he's built himself and established himself in this community. If he were to try and expand outwards to a different community, no one would know him. No one would trust him. Like that's just how.
Could you imagine if Outworld picked up like, you know, Fallout 4?
I mean, I
just started playing an RPG on a stream. People would be like, "What in the fuck am I
you can-
subscribing to?"
like if you watch certain streamers, you can see that's true with like take any of your favorite streamers.
Mustard.
You watch them for their fighting
Watch
games, and they play something else, and there's like
Mustard will
half-
pick up Guitar Hero,
yeah,
and there'll be like 10 people in it.
right.
And then he'll pick up, you know, MK again, and then
Yeah.
just fucking fly.
400, 500. Yep.
Yeah.
Sponsorship deal. Let's go. But yeah.
I was only contracted from 6:30 to 9, and it's 9:50.
Oh damn. Shit. All right.
So now you're gonna have to pay me more.
Damn. Understandable.
That's
What's
what I'm
more
saying. Yeah, you gotta bump up that 20 to 40 Papa Cap. I don't know what you got going on.
Look, man. My wallet's running dry. I don't know what to tell you. I'll get you on the next one. I'm totally kidding. I got you. If you need something, I got you. But like,
You trying to buy me wings? I mean, we can
you
get
just
that
said you got
sorted.
food. What
I'm
the fuck
surprised.
you talking about?
Well, we can.
Keep in mind, Hijinx
I haven't
is a
ordered
flat
it.
man.
I've been sitting here, you know, doing
If
my
anything,
business.
you should be. Nah. Never mind.
Here we go.
I don't know.
Okay.
Keep in mind that
$200.
Hijinx is a flats man. So when you order them wings,
You're a
flats.
flats man.
Yeah.
'Cause you-
You're not a flats man?
No, you told me you were trying to explain
You're
to
a-
me the science.
You're a
behind
drum
it.
man?
Yeah, here we go. All right,
I'm out.
I appreciate it. It's been, you know, great here.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
All right. Well, yeah. I think that pretty much about. I got like no other questions. Do you guys have any other questions, Lucy?
One last one. But I got one. Who would you want to money match next? Like if you could money match one person that you've been like, oh, he's in my radars. Do you have any fighter that's been in your radars that you're like, oh, I want this one?
That's a good question.
wanna
I
play
think you should
Sonic.
get the
I
run back
feel
with
like
Aztec.
I feel like I can kill Sonic if we were to play. I feel like I could.
That's a
genuinely win.
bold claim. Okay.
People would tune in for that.
Yeah, Fight Factory is going to sponsor that.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
that.
I'm going to reach
Get out,
out.
Fight
I'm going to
Factory.
reach out.
Let's get it. I think that'd be.
I'll reach out.
hella interesting
I feel
to
like,
see.
like y'all, like I'm being dead ass. Like I'm not even trolling. Like I've watched him play other people,
Uh-huh.
and I've
I
seen
think it would be.
you know, how
You
he
think it would
does.
be free?
You think
Not
you've got
even
him
free,
downloaded?
but I just know I can win.
Okay.
I definitely know.
Into it.
If we were to play a set to 5, I would win. No question about it.
I'm
That's
into
just
it.
how I feel.
Okay. I like that confidence too.
Yeah, me too.
See, that's another thing that I like spoke about, but it wasn't really echoed because you know, a lot of people who play this game are casuals, or they're just here to, you know, be a stand account. And I have enough confidence in myself to where I don't believe anyone's better than me. If I lose, it's because of my mistakes and what I did in that certain situation that caused me to lose, and how I could better myself going forward. Out of like sheer, because like I used to think like all these top players are, you know, just like gods, and then once you finally, you know, play them, and you're like, oh, this person bleeds too.
Yeah.
And then as you get better, you start seeing yourself not only surpass these people, but you're playing on the same level, and you're just like, yo, you're not even that good. Because these are people I used to, you know, watch and like just be amazed, like seeing them play. I'm like, wow, he's so good.
Yeah.
But after you grind to a
we
certain
just-
point, you just reach that level, and they just don't look the same to you anymore.
I just emailed Evil Geniuses, the team he plays for. So I will let you know if they get back to me. and how much money it's
Let
going to
me
cost.
know.
I will. You'll be the first to know. I'm literally staring at the email now, so I will.
I really appreciate that, and I'm definitely looking forward to more shit that you have going on in the community. Because I feel like right now you're just chilling and you have your own thing going, but there has to be a part 2 of what you're doing. Because right now what's going on is working, but like there needs to be something that's catching
Some fuel to
fucking
kick off the fire. Yeah.
little Timmy on the other side of the NRS community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my God, everybody's on. It's so funny. We get messages about stuff like this all the time, and it's just like we've got some things in the works that we're excited about. I don't know if because I run a film studio at the same time, so it's like that takes a lot, but we've got some really cool shit down the pipe that we're excited about.
Sweet. All right, man. Well, Lucy.
Hijinx the homie.
Hijinx the homie. Hell yeah, bro. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you sticking it out with us. Lucy, did you have anything else that you wanted to say before we head out here?
No, I'm good. I just hope that, Hijinx can actually stay up late one fucking Monday night and actually come and fucking great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Shadow Society. We operate over here on Vampire Hours.
Do you have a spot open?
This up and coming Monday? I
Yep.
actually, let me look real quick.
Give me
I
another
actually
two.
have Oh, okay. Shit,
tune
I
in.
have as many bonus fights as I fucking
Shit,
need.
put me against Captain.
right,
There
let's
you
go.
go, right there. Me and Cap.
Actually, okay, bet that. It's probably gonna be late, but I got you.
Fuck it.
I'll be
We'll
down.
set a wake up. We'll set an
Alright,
alarm on
for sure.
our phone.
I actually have, if Caps does play, I actually need another person. Because that'll throw me odd.
All right.
I'll figure it out.
Cool.
So Cab's ducking is what you're saying.
I ain't ducking. Look, bro.
Yeah, you know what's funny? When we played in that King of the Hill,
Yeah.
I was literally the person that was stopping him from getting
He
what was it,
gatekeep the
400?
fuck out of me, you motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah,
He
300.
lost to me 3 times in a row for 300. There we go.
Yeah.
At least I killed everyone else for you. You were dying to Turk.
You
I
gotta
have
hold
both
that.
of you guys on. I'll find another fucking fight. The current king of the Shadow Society, Nightmare, he wants to get on as well.
New York Nightmare.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, New York Nightmare. Shout out to my homie, New York Nightmare.
Shit.
For some reason, I thought he wasn't playing it anymore.
Nice.
That's
He
cool.
was sick. He was sick for a while. Like, he fucked
Oh.
around and had COVID and strep throat.
Oh,
That's what it was.
So,
That's right. He got hit with strep and COVID.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so he took a little break and everything like that for a minute. But, yeah.
Ezekiel, Luminary Ezekiel also wants in Lucci, and Black Jesus from Luminary.
Oh, Black Jesus is already there.
All right.
Is
he
Ezekiel,
wants
that's too
Nightmare.
easy, I think. Let me see real quick. Yeah, that's too easy.
No, Ezekiel. Ezekiel.
King Ezekiel.
Okay, I got
King
you.
Easy
and
kill.
Ezekiel are two different. Yeah, two different people.
Alright, I got you.
One of them's
I'm
free, one of them's not. Sorry.
I don't think anybody wants to see that
Alright.
busted ass Shiva play Black Jesus. Just chill.
Oh god.
That's-
Don't even get
He
me
also
started
got
on
a
you.
Scorpion. Shout out to our Scorpion boys.
Give me the Scorpion. Honestly.
What did you guys want to shout out any other like events or anything before we head out here? Hijinx, Lucci, Suka. I'll leave the floor to you because I got nothing.
Yeah, Shiva bottom 5. Each
Just
cheek.
drop my Twitch. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, each cheek of Shiva's bottom is 5 pounds. A big ass booty bitch. Oh my god, them cheeks.
And Lucci shouting out the Shadow Society on Monday, and
So,
yeah.
I run the Shadow Society. I'm about to do week 17. So like I'm super excited about that. It's the original customs exhibition. I've been on the customs wave way before they announced that shit is a fucking meta. So like don't think that I'm over here Steve's biting and everything like that. I was definitely
Now
one
you
of
don't
the
have a
first
choice.
people. No, fuck that. Nobody knew who the fuck I was and shit, but I was like one of the first people to jump on the fucking custom wave.
No, yeah.
It's every Monday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is underneath my fucking blurry ass camera picture and shit like that. But on Twitch, let me spam some emotes so you can follow me on Twitch as well. Not PogChamp. What the fuck? Okay. But yeah, follow me on Twitch as well. I'm usually drunk every fucking Monday, so like, you know, it's definitely good times, good vibes, great level of fucking competition. It's a platform for the little guy to actually get on and actually promote themselves. So, starting on the 11th of this month, I'm actually going to do my first tournament in the Shadow Society, which is a little bit different than the regular tournament bracket where you just come in and then you fucking match out. You kind of pick who the fuck it is that you want from the pool of people that actually signed up for the tournament. So like, they're pretty much making their own matches every fucking week. And it's currently an $80 pot. Yeah, this shit is gonna be a special fucking event because like I'm doing like 98.9% of this shit on my fucking own. So like,
Would it be like a
until that?
how many
I want to
events
say it's 2 exhibitions prior to that because I'm limited it to 16 fighters for the first tournament, so that way I can have all 8 fights on the stream for every fucking Monday. And
So
then
how do you go about picking and choosing? Who's
is it
in
like
the
first
16
is it like
bracket?
first come first serve or
first come first serve. So like you have 16 people and everybody is in a fucking big pool. In anime terms it's called like the move pot, where you put all these different venomous fucking things like a scorpion, a centipede in a big ass fucking pot and shit. And it's everybody kills each other until you have the most venomous like creature left overall. And it's no second place, it's no third place. It's like first place win all 80 fucking
Last man
dollars.
standing.
So like, huh?
will the bracket be set by the time the tournament goes, or are they doing it live as they fight?
All of this is live as they fight. So like you get points and everything. Like, so say me and you are in a pool together and I challenge you. Everybody starts off with like 12 fucking points, right? I challenge you, but I lose the fight to you. You gain 3 points, I lose 3 points. And even if you hit 0, you can still challenge people to try to get some fucking points back. Top 8 people get into a bracket. And then the top 8 people goes from that.
What is as the point system started
You
already?
can't run this. There's no way. That is massive. You need a second. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, but see, this was like something I've been thinking about for like 6 months prior to me even started fucking streaming. I wanted to do something that's definitely unique. And at the time when I started the Shadow Society, I wanted to primarily do customs because this was people that was like, oh, the game is stale, there's no originality, it's blah 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 blah, etc. etc. So like with the whole introduction of customs, like I'm a big stand and advocate for it because it pretty much introduced an entire new game to it. And you have a lot of people that are high level players like, oh well, now I have to lab all of this other shit. And I'm like, well, suck it the fuck up. It's a new fucking game. Like, now you have fucking options, you have variations, and now it's free fucking flowing. Like, you have so many different options.
If somebody
you haven't seen any fights, please go to my fucking stream because you see some of the craziest fucking shit. I've seen some of the steeziest fucking Sub-Zero fights in the world. Like, amazing fucking fights.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to you offline. I could talk about this forever now. Hijinx knows I can keep a conversation going.
Oh yeah,
I'll keep this bitch, like, I have so many questions.
Tell him I gotta go. Stop talking.
And he was like, I have to go. I just you need somebody who's good with numbers and an Excel spreadsheet. That's who you need in your pocket.
I actually have
fuck
some
you.
people that's not in the fucking community that actually have been helping me behind the scenes, people that I know in real life. Shout out to Sadistic Dance. Shout out to Angel XB Live. I fucking love you guys more than you fucking know. You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you so much.
Sweet.
It's cool.
All right, man.
But
Well,
yeah,
I think
wrap
that
it up.
I think that
That's
about wraps it up. Yeah, I got nothing else to, give y'all. So, thank you so much for, stopping by on my podcast, man. It was a pleasure having you, Suka, Neb, Lucci, Hijinx, and Cold. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you guys. You should saw
Cold was like the worst waste of time. That was just the worst way. I'm sorry. It was just a shit waste of time.
I agree. I agree entirely.
No,
Jesus.
You wouldn't be sane.
I don't know, man.
I don't. I thought that was
All
fucking
right, that's it. All you kids are going offline. Turn the podcast off in 3, 2,
Alright. I'm gonna cut it off
Later,
now.
yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Y'all can leave the Discord call, but here I'm gonna hop out. Man, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to the podcast. It's been a hell of a night. I love every last one of you guys so much, man. You guys don't even know. All right, it was very enlightening. Thank you to everyone who showed up. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you so much to everyone who gave your mind and contributions to the conversations and everything. I love y'all. If you guys want to be in the next podcast, if you guys want to be in the anything coming up from Fight Club, me, PapaCap48, or anything that these guys have to offer, be sure to follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, join their Discord, follow their Twitters. I'm gonna put them in the tweet description and this YouTube description and everything. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I love every last one of you guys. We will be back at it again. I need to book more people, but we definitely will do another one next Saturday, January 9th. I'm gonna find a time and format that's gonna work a little bit better than it did last time. This time. So yeah, thank you so much again, everyone. Love y'all. I hope y'all have a good night. All right, I'll be back later here on my primary channel, PopCap48, just streaming MK. So thank you.